Come on, you Irons. It's West Ham versus Manchester United. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the West Ham Way YouTube channel. You already know who I am. My other darts partner, Dennis Watling, is here. Dennis, how are you feeling today?
Oh, I'd like to say I'm feeling confident. So I'm going to say with it, I'm feeling confident. Go on, we're definitely going to get something out of this.
Yeah.
Bruno Fernandes is on the bench. They're there for the take, and Declan Rice is going to steamroll through them.
Now, I've got to concede in this sense that Manchester United's lineup is nothing like I thought they would put out, and it probably has a lot to do with the PSG game. Should we start with Manchester United because it's obviously the most changed lineup? 4-3-3, typical back four, but the midfield, I believe you're going to have McTominay just sitting a bit deeper, Pogba and Van der Beek as 8, and then a front line of Martial, Cavani, and Greenwood, which is exciting for a Manchester United fan. Do you think that changes things for West Ham, Dennis? Do you think we have to
a little bit,
worry a little
equally,
bit more?
I mean, who would you bring? So let's say they start Rashford ahead of Cavani. That's a whole nother game with speed. Cavani, he's not as mobile as he was. Equally, Cavani's a lethal finisher and he's got that pedigree. So Bonner's going to have to be on top of his game. Whatever lineup they have, we're going to have a job on today. We can't. United have got great attacking options. It's more players. Players sort of like Pogba that blow hot and cold. If it depends on which Paul Pogba turns up today, it depends on whether Van der Beek is able to fit into this system. So I know United have struggled to find a system that works with him.
Yeah.
It really depends. For example, how involved is Greenwood going to be? Can we nullify him or not? It really, so many variables depend on this. But no matter who United put out there, we were going to be having similar conversations. Just this is surprising. I am surprised that Van der Beek and Cavani are starting for them. If I'm honest with you.
I'm not surprised about either of them actually. I think Cavani, particularly against Southampton, obviously he got the 2 goals against PSG, looked really good as well. I think, albeit he's not the quickest player, I think his mobility as a number 9 is a lot better than the likes of Rashford and Martial when I've seen them play there. It will stretch West Ham a little bit. I think Van der Beek is very much the same. He's obviously got that mobility, can get him behind, can link up play. I imagine him and Pogba will play in a more advanced role with McTominay just sitting a bit. That's clever from Ole, getting an actual genuine pivot, because from what I've seen from them, they've got McTominay or Matic or Fred. They pushed them up too high, and that was where I thought West Ham would get a lot of joy. If McTominay just sits in front of Maguire and Lindelof, I am a bit concerned it could be hard for West Ham to hit him on the counter.
Yeah, I could definitely see that. I mean, my internal knowledge of Manchester United, since I no longer live with a Man United fan, has gone down because I don't hear about it as often. But as I said, I wasn't on the watch long earlier. I couldn't give the writer's block earlier. I couldn't give you a score prediction, but I'm feeling quite confident. It's Sepp Haller's time to shine. Let's hope he's motivated and isn't too disheartened by knowing that he's going to be dropped no matter what. If Antonio's fit next week, or even if 20% fit, Moyes will probably be risking starting him against.
I don't think we're going to see Antonio, mate, for a long time, if I'm honest. Particularly after that.
No one's actually confirmed how long he's out for.
Well, let's get into the West Ham lineup because we can talk about it there, right? I mean, every single week I try and suggest Benrahma's going to start. Let's be honest, he isn't. It's the same formation from the last game. Allaire coming in instead at the start instead of Mikel Antonio, but otherwise an unchanged side. The Antonio thing, mate, obviously he played against Aston Villa and we all commented on it that he looked out of shape. He wasn't match fit. We weren't seeing the same hold-up play or the run-ins behind. And obviously when you take that out of Antonio's play, it takes a lot out of West Ham's offence. And to be fair to Sebastian Allaire, when he came in, I thought he did fantastic. Didn't put a foot wrong. Held the ball up very nice. And he did his job. And I think we're seeing him improve week on week. This, albeit in a bad situation with Antonio possibly out for a month, is a good time for Sebastian Allaire in terms of picking up a number of games and showing us what he can do.
Yeah, I mean, I hate to say I told you so, but ladies and gentlemen,
I told you so.
I told you so. I said this was going to happen before kickoff against Villa. I hate being right. I really do hate being right. Now, we're now having to, again, Moyes is now having to have a really awkward conversation with Sebastian Haller. that I told you you needed to work hard and you get in the team. And then he got in the team because of an injury, and then he worked hard and he was dropped right away. What motivation does he have to work hard now if he could potentially get a move in January? Moyes is probably going to have to do, in my opinion, quite a bit of backtracking.
Well, you say that when he came on, I thought he had a bit of a point to prove, and he had the bit between his teeth, and I think that's kind of what motivated him in that sense. I think we're seeing an improvement from Haller in general, and I hope we don't lose him in January because I'm not that confident West Ham will bring in too many.
Well, we have no money again, apparently.
I know, man. We talked about this on the Fans' Voice again. It is really, really disappointing that we're hearing that kind of thing in December, where we are fifth in the league. In terms of Haller in this game, like Man United fans put in the chat saying that he's confident with Haller versus Maguire, but I just think, if McTominay sits a bit deeper, he did. I mean, he wasn't great for Manchester United, and he isn't a fantastic technical player. But in terms of his defensive attributes, I thought he won the ball a few times off Neymar as well, which is it's no easy feat. So I am a bit concerned from that perspective. But listen, Haller wins a lot of ball in the air. His hold-up play is improving. I think we're going to see a real good game for him today.
Yeah, and old Slabhead, he's a big game. I wouldn't necessarily say this is a big game, but he's a big game player. And when he's given criticism and things like that, he does step up from what I've seen. Yeah. Equally, he does have mares. He had a bit of a mare against Tottenham Hotspur earlier in the season, but it'd be an interesting battle to see. That's all I'm going to say. I mean, my dream battle of Slabhead versus Andy Carroll. I don't know if Haller would quite match up to that, but Andy Carroll, like when he went charging through on De Gea in 2013 when he was on loan with us, if Maguire had been playing that day, it would have been an interesting battle. But
I mean, I know that I imagine that obviously the formation has changed, but I don't believe the way United play will change. I think they'll look to press West Ham quite a bit, actually. My biggest concern is the possible battle between Aaron Wan-Bissaka and Pablo Fornals, because as much as I rate Fornals' work rate, Aaron Wan-Bissaka one-on-one, let's be honest, in the Premier League is one of the best. And if you can't beat him for pace or trickery, how much joy is Pablo Fornals? And I was saying this before I was saying it on the Fans' Voice. If he gets isolated, we could be playing a little bit with just Haller and Jared Bowen up front. You're taking an element out of our play that we need for the counter. So let me know your thoughts on Pablo Fornals versus Aaron Wan-Bissaka, because it's not a nice one-to-one battle, is it?
You know that bit in The Simpsons where Homer is Krusty the Clown and he thinks the hamburger is real and he starts beating him up and the kid goes, stop, he's already dead. That is going to be Wan-Bissaka skinning Fornals later. Yeah, and I love Fornals, but Fornals needs to play in the middle, in my opinion. We should be playing starting Benrahma. It's not a knock on Fornals. He hasn't played bad enough to consider being dropped, but it's just about being suitable. And I think he's much more effective as a 10, potentially switching to, offer some support for Rice and Soucek if they need to sit back if they're under the cosh.
Yeah.
Than being out on the left wing, my opinion. Could be wrong. I would like to be wrong because I'm tired of being right about things like this. But yeah, I reckon it's going to be. I reckon it's going to be one-sided, but that would be an interesting battle. Yes, I mean Bowen versus Tellez.
I think, and the one criticism of Aaron Wan-Bissaka is his ability going forward. He isn't an offensive-minded fullback, very good defensively, but you don't see him too high up the pitch, albeit Ole likes to push them on. Alex Tellez, on the other hand, has looked really good for Manchester United. Been fantastic for Porto with the number of assists. Assisted Cavani as well in their winner the other week. So if we can allow Manchester United onto us a little bit, Jared Bowen has genuinely got the directness, the pace to get in behind. And if you can isolate that space, get in and create chances for the likes of Sebastian Haller, if we can get Fornals high enough up the pitch, then maybe we will have some success. I think that is the way that West Ham are going to try and win this game.
And with Tellez moving forward, like I went on Bill West's show, Garage Football, and we were talking about, is Soufal, suitable for us purely because he's not a wing back, he's defensive. I think today we're going to need him to be a bit more defensive rather than a wing back because of Tellez coming forwards. I think today is a very big game for Soufal to really, really cement his spot because Ryan Fredericks, as we're saying, is, he's quick, not too bad at putting balls in, but defensively he goes AWOL, whereas we need Soufal to really keep his position, stay disciplined today. if Telles goes forward. And then equally, if more Telles goes forward, the more the likelihood is Bowen can, hit the accelerator pedal and get him behind, because he is a lot quicker than people give him credit, old Bowen. And again, I'm very glad he got the winner against Villa, because
it's a great finish as well.
It's a great little nod, and I really, really, really like Jared Bowen. I remember where I was exactly when the deadline day. I was in a pub and I was talking to someone who doesn't really follow football. A friend of mine, Karina, she's not watching, but I'll say hello to her anyway. And she didn't understand what the fuss was. She goes, "So what? You've signed someone from the second division? They can't be that good." I was like, "No, this guy's good. This guy's bloody good." And then he scored that goal against Southampton and has never really looked back since. Only poor game he had, and it's being harsh, was against Sheffield United. Other than that, I've not seen him have a single bad performance in a West Ham shirt.
Well, look, I feel like the criticism of him was a little bit unfair, if I'm honest. I think, he has, in his defensive duties, he's been fantastic. The work rate, you can't knock him. And I think that goes unnoticed because he's not influencing the play in the opposition third. But I think against the likes of, Sheffield United, I thought apart from his decision-making, he was very good. Again, he got the goal against Aston Villa, got an assist as well from the corner. He's a real pivotal player in the way we attack teams. And I think in games like this where we have to counter-attack, we're going to rely on Jared Bowen. We saw it earlier in the season against Leicester. I thought he was phenomenal. It's probably his best game I've seen him at West Ham. So
I think one of the best worked goals we've had in a little while at West Ham.
4-0 to Bowen. It was a lovely ball.
The ball forward, the timing of the run in behind, it was brilliant.
Yeah, 100%. Look, man, it's going to be interesting. I hope 4-0's proves us wrong a little bit in this game, but I am really concerned, if I'm honest. I'm not sure he's going to get too much joy. The only thing I would ask of 4-0's, I don't question his work rate, is please don't give the ball away. I think that is the crucial thing. We've seen that in the past couple of games. He's been giving the ball away. He's been a bit sloppy. West Ham, when we've got the ball, needs to be effective with it. Losing it too much and giving it back to Manchester United. We've seen in previous games when teams press us, the pressure tells. They will score. It's tough. I think United could get a goal today, but I think if West Ham are clinical, there's no reason why we can't win this game, mate.
I know. And to be fair, I was in a similar situation with Grealish last week, but less talking about his diving, the better. I hope you really, really went in on him on the fans' voice on old Jack Grealish.
Oh, yeah, look, mate, I mean, it's hard not to, is it? I just said, as we all said on the watch-along it was on Monday, wasn't it? It's going to come around quick. I said, look, it's disappointing. And I think from a football perspective, West Ham couldn't deal with him. But there's no need for him to make a meal out of everything. And I thought the Villa team in general, they made a meal out of a lot.
Villa fans on Twitter recently, I've always quite liked Villa, if I'm honest with you.
So do I. And
it's like, but they're doing their best Liverpool fan impression. We're just crying about everything. Everything. There's this picture of Ogbonna holding Watkins back, and it's like, all right, yeah, that happened. But what about all the shit your team pulled? Oh, you're silent on that.
Well, the ref lost control. Let's be honest, the ref absolutely lost control.
And Jack Grealish made Mo Salah look like a man. Like Mo Salah looked like he made Mo Salah look like he got a pair of fucking balls. That's how bad Jack Grealish was.
Yeah. No, I mean, it's disappointing, mate. He's a fantastic player on his day, but there was no need for that. And to be honest, mate, I think we've already discussed this, but I don't think it wasn't a very good performance from West Ham. We were just very clinical. So
yeah, and as I said, I spoke about this more in depth on Bill's channel, but we wouldn't have won that game last year or the year before that.
We wouldn't have won.
We wouldn't have won those games. These were the type of games that we shithoused wins under Allardyce, And back then we had a much worse team, and we weren't winning those other games. Ultimately, not going to complain, but at the same time, I do think the position at the table is flattering us a little bit, and I feel free to be ripped apart in the comments, but we just haven't been we didn't perform that great against Fulham and Villa. I think we performed better than people give us credit against Sheffield United.
Yeah, no, I'd have to agree.
Equally, Sheffield United could quite easily have grabbed an equaliser, and another season we would have conceded a late crappy goal, But ultimately, don't look a gift horse in the mouth. We've got 9 points on the bounce.
Yeah,
when we're struggling to remember last time that happened.
Look, we said it on the fans' voice this morning. Actually, that when we looked at December, yes, okay, fair enough. We've got Chelsea, we've got United. There are other games like Leeds, Brighton, Southampton. There's no easy Premier League game at the moment. And I think West Ham's ability to be consistent, even in the games that we're expected to win and we've got a lot of the ball, we just seem to be grinding it out a little bit at the moment, mate. And that's, like we've always said, a real positive trait and a trait that we're not used to as West Ham fans. So long may it continue, man. I think these next two games, particularly Leeds, Manchester United, I think it suits us not having the ball. I think when we can play a counter-attacking style, we're probably one of the best to do it. That's what our style was built on. So, fingers crossed we get that opportunity today. We're defensively solid anyway. It's going to be tough, man. I don't know what to expect. Ollie's gone and changed his formation. Now I don't know how they're going to try and play us or where the battles are going to be won. So
I'm just trying to find out where Jonathan Spector is. That's all.
Oh, your favourite, man.
Need Johnny Spector to come off the bench, mate.
He's long gone. To be fair, we do need another centre midfielder. Particularly, we was talking this morning about Robert Snodgrass and David Martin. Their contracts might be run down.
Mate, David, I said this the other day. Like, as much as we don't want to be sentimental, but releasing them, how much money is that really going to save? I know Snodgrass is on higher wages than people would think, because I think when we brought him in, it was quite high wages we brought him on.
Yeah,
to convince him to leave Hull for us. But when have we realistically seen that reinvested properly? We were told, given they gave it the big one about releasing Carroll, Nasri, and other players in 2019 would mean that we would save wages to see it reinvested. We didn't really see that. Yeah. Are we really going to see like David Martin can't be on more than 20 grand a week if he's I
don't even think he's on that
training goalkeeper? Snodgrass, he can't be on like 80, 100 grand a week. Even if he's on high wages, I can't imagine with the pay structure that he was that well paid. Realistically, between them, they're probably on about 70, 80 grand a week between them. That 80 grand a week equates to, $1 million a year, maybe. I'm struggling to think of maths in my head.
Here's the problem. Like we're talking when we talk about Snodgrass now, we're talking about him from a perspective of we're not going to bring anyone in, and that's what the most poisonous element of it is. If we're talking from a football perspective, we know that he doesn't fit with our side. He hasn't got that athleticism. So
if we're not going to bring someone in, I would give them both a 1-year deal. Yeah. Martin, definitely Snodgrass. Martin, yes, we have 5 goalkeepers, but I think it's just more if Martin wants to stay another year and be a reserve keeper / training goalkeeper or whatever, rather than play lower league football for whatever little money he's on, I'd let him do it for another year out of sentimental value. And if we're not going to replace Robert Snodgrass, he's good to come on for the last 10 minutes at any position, and he puts himself about. I mean, again, people moaning about, he's not that good, stuff like he won that free kick very well against Spurs that got us the point. He puts himself about. He does those little things that you need. You talk about like he's a wily character. That's how I describe him. Just a wily character. He knows how to play football. Okay, that sounds like an obvious Owen moment there, but he knows how to win you those little free kicks. He knows how to get that little stoppage time. He's a good player.
Experience, isn't he?
It's experience, and you can't buy experience. Well, you can buy experienced players, but you know what I mean. You can't put a value on that. And he's a good personality in the dressing room. I'm all for not renewing players' contracts for the sake of it, but I honestly believe he could. The money we save on releasing him is not going to be reinvested in the squad. It's going to go in David Sullivan's back pocket. That's all it will go on. And therefore, for that example, I'd give him another year.
Yeah, look, I mean, I think the frustrating thing is, obviously, we've spoken about this before, but the idea that, John Lundstrom's potentially available. I've just watched Fulham play. Harrison Reed is a very good defensive midfielder. There are players that we could bring in to add squad. And exactly, and that's what, and this is the question that obviously will delay until January when it becomes a little bit more clear, and it probably will be obvious. But, if we don't build and provide the squad depth that we need, particularly if we're still in this position come mid-January, we're shooting David Moyes in the foot. I mean, you've got to back the guy, particularly with the performances and the consistency. And we are, and I've said this before, one key injury away. We've managed to sort of get round the Antonio thing because Allaire has improved, but that was a teething process. If you get rid of Declan Rice and bring in Nobes or Snodgrass, and I love Nobes, not the same. We're losing such a crucial player. So
risky, or let's say we lose Angelo O'Connor. Diop comes in now. He's technically a good defender, don't get me wrong, But you take that leadership out of the back. Balbuena was a captain at where he was before, but ultimately he's never really led at West Ham. Diop is very young. Cresswell maybe a locker room leader, a dressing room leader. But centre back's not his natural position. I'd rather him focus on his game than focus on managing his colleagues. So really, I think we lose a Bonner at centre back. I think that's a big loss.
Huge. It's huge, mate. 100%.
We lose one off Cresswell or Masuaku again. Left side becomes a bit of an issue, especially if it's Masuaku, because Cresswell, okay, you can slot a Bonner left-sided centre back and bring Diop in, and you just have a man Marshall Diop. That could work. And also, there's the Craig Dawson factor. I mean, he's going to come. He hasn't done anything. He's going to do something. It's going to be good. He's going to score a hat trick against someone, and we're all going to have to eat our fucking hats about when we're
mate, I mean, look, we've got this month coming up. There's a lot of fixtures. I would expect someone maybe like Craig Dawson to feature at some point. Particularly, you're looking next week, Leeds, Palace, then Chelsea. And we know historically with someone like David Moyes, possibly he'll look to rest in games that he thinks he can win. So, I mean, you could be looking at Chelsea, maybe brings the... I doubt it. I really doubt it. And I know that Moyes does love playing the same team again and again for consistency, but we shall see, mate.
Can I just say on a tangent?
Yeah.
How bad is Man United's away kit?
It's disgusting, isn't it?
It's absolutely
It's horrible. It is horrible.
Gopping. It's an abomination. It's almost like someone completely messed up. You know what it's like? When you wrap a Christmas present up and you run out of wrapping papers, you have to use a different sheet. That's what this looks like. They ran out of wrapping paper for the front of it. So
it,
a different sheet.
It just looks like a hazard sign, to be honest.
At least hazard signs are sort of
colourful. This is like
not even colourful. They're coherent. They're all in one line. This is like there's a line, then there's another line.
Yeah, disgusting. Look, we don't have the same problem. We've got two nice kits. Fans are back in the ground. 2,000 fans back in the London Stadium. We're just about to kick off. Now, I'm feeling hopeful. I hope we get a result, mate. I really do. I'll take a draw in this game. I will take a draw in this game. I know I've bigged it up and said we can beat them. I still think we can beat them. But a draw against Man United is never a bad result.
No, and the draw against Man United, I think, was the result that solidified me as a West Ham fan. My dad had grounded me. I was mad at him. He had some form of bet on about West Ham, Man United, and we scored 2 late goals to get a draw. Suker and Di Canio. So, and that was, I followed West Ham. I liked West Ham, but I didn't really say that I was a West Ham supporter. I wasn't fully in on it. And then I was fully in on it from then. And Paolo Di Canio was my hero as a child. Just such a shame that he turned out to have such ridiculous views when you post-retirement. So,
right. Back three, as I've already spoken about, Balbuena, Ogbonna, Cresswell, of course. It'll be more of a back five in a defensive shape. Soufal, Rice, Souček and Masuaku in that kind of midfield role. If we press, and then Jarrod Bowen, Sebastian Haller and Pablo Fornals up front. It's going to be, mate, it's interesting. I'm actually looking forward to seeing the first 10 minutes, getting a feel of what Ollie's going to try and do to West Ham and how he thinks he's going to win the game. Because there's a lot of pressure on Ole Gunnar Solskjaer tonight. I think we discussed it.
He needs to. I mean, I think coming back to win the game against Southampton has eased the pressure. If they had drawn or lost that game, the pressure would be immense tonight.
Oh, they lost,
and it's what I'm saying. Like United are that team that when they're up against it, they pull. Historically, they then come when they had old Fergie in charge, etc.
Yeah. You right there, mate?
Yeah, it's fine. Just 1 second.
Yeah, McTominay. Look, it is a 4-3-3, just as I kind of thought. Greenwood on the right. I mean, again, I guess the probability, or the problem. Yeah, here he is. Here he is. Angus up early. Of course, get your coffee on, mate. The problem is with that Manchester United front three, particularly Martial, Greenwood and Cavani is the mobility, man. They are, I know we spoke back, but Cavani is, like we've said, a natural number 9. That striking movement, Manchester United have lacked and Greenwood's actually got that, but he's put him out on the right-hand side. So I think West Ham have got enough, particularly if you've got 5 at the back, it should really frustrate them. But I'm a bit concerned from deliveries down the left-hand side. If Tellez gets forward, Cavani, I mean, we'll see. I mean, we could be sitting here at sort of full-time 2-0 West Ham easy, but somehow I doubt it.
1 second, sorry. Just turning the sound down on the game because it's...
Here we go. Right. Come on, West Ham. It's actually nice to see fans back in the ground.
Go on. Bowen with an early ball in. Wan-Bissaka gets there just ahead of Fornells. Bowen's got it again.
Oh, come on. Well won. I think I'm where you're at now, possibly.
Bowen is doing bits already. High, wide, and not very handsome.
Hey, what second are you on?
1 minute 21.
Oh, God, I'm literally 40 seconds behind. Hang on. Lovely ball from Jared Bowen, by the way.
Bowen's already causing him a bit of a nightmare. And one thing I noticed is Wan-Bissaka came very, very central there, which could be something that exploit long term.
They do it a lot, mate.
Cornell's dragging him very, very central.
Oh, West Ham starting really bright here, actually. Soufal. I know I'm behind, so I'm telling you what you already know.
Yeah. To be fair, mate, you're going to be ahead of me in a second because I've stopped. I've just got the 3 dots of doom.
What I will say about Man United, from what I've seen of them, is a couple of times when they break that defensive structure and they've pushed up too far, one of the fullbacks comes to cover the other. So they try and create a bit of a back three. Again, if West Ham get men forward, you can really isolate that and start to create chances. So it is interesting. It shows Ole's, in my opinion, his lack of coaching. But I don't want to dig him out too much.
You dig him out, and he'll end up coming to bite you.
I know, mate. I know, but honestly, from what I've seen of Man United, I can kind of see why their fans are a little bit. West Ham pressing here early. I always never expect it, but Moyes likes a fast start and trying to push the ball.
To be fair, we normally do this, don't we?
Yeah, it's exactly what I'm saying. Like he does like to start fast and try and put pressure on the opposition. That's a good ball to Cavani, actually, but.
Oh, Cavani went down very easily there from Balbuena.
You think?
I don't know if you just had it.
I've seen it. I mean, I thought kind of all over him. I can kind of see why, but yeah, he's used a bit.
I think he goes down very easy with his arms in the air. Seen it too many times.
Okay, that was quite a poor ball actually from. I'd love to see West Ham isolate Harry Maguire. Like, honestly, I genuinely would. I fancy our front men in a foot race, particularly Jared Bowen. Oh, come on, West Ham, win that ball in midfield. Lovely, Souček. Well played. Forward. I think just a point on Paul Pogba. I've seen quite a few times he switches off a bit defensively. Hopefully he vacates a little bit of space because I just feel like he's a fantastic football player, Paul Pogba, but just in terms of that discipline, it's not quite there. Oh yeah, DJ says, look, great to see Ogbonna nominated for Player of the Month. Well deserved, mate. I feel like he's one of the best centre backs outside the top 6, like on current form. He's been absolutely fantastic for us.
Yeah, I mean, he's recaptured for the last few years. Recaptured the form he had the first season he had with us. Really, I mean, I remember 16, 17, he wasn't that great and he had been carrying an injury. And I don't think he ever really
Go on.
recovered.
Yeah.
I think did you just have the Haller closing down Henderson?
Just after that. But Aller's putting a shift in here, trying to win the ball up. That's it, Aller, well done. Playing well.
Yeah, my 3 dots of doom has put me a little bit behind you now.
Loving this from Aller, by the way. Winning tackles, putting himself about.
Yeah.
We can win the ball higher up.
He's the greatest of all time, mate.
We can definitely catch United on their high line, 100%. Go on. Lovely. Come on. Oh, that's a problem there. You see Balbuena chasing down. You might not have seen it yet, but chasing down.
Probably about a second behind you.
Yeah, that's something to watch out for, actually. Cavani now comes to the right, Greenwood down the middle, so they're constantly interchanging. Come on. Oh, that was a bit aggressive from Balbuena, trying to win it. Well, one. Go on, go long, go long. High line, onside. Onside, Jared Bowen. Go on, Jared. Oh, what a goal!
Jared Bowen?
It's offside. It's offside. God's sake.
What? Is he offside?
Yeah, he's offside. Sorry, everyone. The flag went up so late. I thought it was a goal. Oh, no, he's offside.
Oh, I did not even see the flag until after he scored.
I know.
They even changed the score.
Good finish, though. Good finish. Bit of composure. That's what I'm saying, man. We can get him on that. We can get him. 100%.
He's only just. You don't need VAR for that. He is offside.
They haven't shown me the other angle, so I don't know whether there is. Oh, what a tackle, Declan Rice. Brilliant from West Ham this at the moment. Go on. Stretch it. Aller. That's bad. Brilliant. Come on. DJ, great finish. I can't believe I've just celebrated and disallowed goal. Like it went up so late. I was like, surely it's a goal.
If only Charles was here, it'd have been a really high pitched jumping. It's a goal! It's a goal!
Yeah.
I think that'll go in the end of year bloopers reel. Corey celebrating a goal that's disallowed.
Oh yeah. West Ham's pressing this game is much better. In fairness, United are trying to build out from the back and we're just stopping it. Playing a little bit central as well, so they can't play through the lines. Seems like we're set up right, mate, which is always a start.
"10 minutes in, 0-0.
Yeah.
Any other season, this would be a good start.
I know. Any other season, we'd be going, oh, look, 0-0 at 10 minutes.
Now, it's why are we not 2-0 up? Seb Haller's a terrible striker.
DJ just said in the chat, love the pressing. I think the pressing's been really good. We're breaking United's tempo there. Right. You on the bit, Creswell's got a free kick on the left-hand side.
Yeah. That's we've just won it, I think.
Oh, good ball. Good ball. No. Not quite. This is already like a better performance than the Villa one. I can't. It was so bad, the Villa game, honestly, from what we've been used to. That's it. That's it. Lovely ball. Pablo Fornal's gone, son. Inside. Oh, McTominay there, just breaking it up. Still offside again. Oh, I think that's onside. Well, look, mate. I know you hate to tell me you told me so, but Alai's looking good in this game so far as well.
I'm not telling you anything you don't already know.
That's it, West Ham. Quick tempo.
Oh, it was almost a very good takedown by Soufal.
Yeah. Got Tellers on the overlap there as well. Press is really good from West Ham.
Mm-hmm.
United can't build up any tempo or any run of play. They're having to try and play it long. I reckon Charles is digging into a curry by now.
Commentator giving Moyes credit for the sub signings he hasn't made. Bowen and Soucek were scouted by Pellegrini. Soufal was Soucek's recommendation.
Oh,
David Moyes
hang on.
has not scouted these players.
That's it. Go on, Ali. Win that. Win that, son. Lovely. He's got to get in the box a bit, yeah. Not a bad ball. Go on, Masuaku on the overlap. Take him on. Play it back. Oh, he's never going to reach that. Lovely. Declan Rice winning it high. Good ball now. Go on. Oh. Chance for Alea then. Just got away from him. Lovely. Go on. Go on. Oh, great tackle. I think McTominay's in some serious pain.
Apologies, I was just answering a series of about 101 questions on WhatsApp there.
Did you see that? Did you see the McTominay tackle? Or Souček tackling?
Yeah,
McTominay?
he's hobbling away.
Yeah, it caught him a little bit there, to be fair.
To be fair, I forgot to do my fantasy team, so Souček will automatically be brought in as a sub for Grealish, so I'm hoping he scores.
Not impossible, man. Particularly the way West Ham are pressing. Well, one. Go on, win that. Good tackle, Gerald Bowen. Win it high. Win it high. Oh, come on, man. That's not a foul. Ooh. You think that's a foul?
Oh, that's fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Still not as embarrassing as Jack Grealish.
Nah, not quite. Okay, United got the ball. Great block. Oh, corner, man. United. Oh, God, here they come. God, love West Ham to break from a counter, you know. Lovely clearance. Go on, Declan, win that. Press him back, Pablo. Press him back. Lovely. Let it go. Let it go. Oh. Okay.
Oh, commentators cursed us there. Just said we're one of two teams yet to concede from a set piece. So you know what's going to happen. You're good at conceding from a set piece, aren't
We're normally quite good from set pieces, to be honest. Like actually defending and going forward. Come on, West Ham. Declan's looked quite good this game as well. Oh my God, here we go. Jeez, look how deep Greenwood's coming up to pick that ball. Well, one. Go on, West Ham. Counter now. 4 nows. Play it in. 4 nows. Oh, God.
Go! No? Okay.
I wish.
Oh,
Very,
it's
very.
frustrating. It's very, 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 very good defending by Maguire.
But you know what I mean? Like, we are just
Like if
almost
he
like
does
one
that,
pass
like
away.
Bowen is in.
That's what I
Bowen is
mean.
just in.
Yeah, we just
Just
got to be we just got to be patient, man.
he needed a little bit more height on that ball. Type of ball that or a dink that Ben Rama would have put in.
I thought it was going to him. I thought he's just going to curl it around him. Soufal, go on, push him back, son. Oh, lovely, love that. It's a foul? Foul Cavani? Oh no, West Ham have lost it here. Oh, what a tackle. Oh, no. Well defended. Oh, God. You all right, mate?
I'm just a bit second behind you, so I'm hearing it, so I'm waiting for it, but it's like, every time I still see it, it's like, oh no. Oh, no.
Have you seen that? Man United's goal record this season: corners taken 54, only one goal scored from a corner.
Well, don't jinx it.
Yeah, no, I said that just it's not. Oh, okay, go on. Well done.
Yeah, we are just sitting back now, aren't we? I think we are literally just waiting for the counter to get.
Yeah, it always seems like we can only really press for like a certain period of time, and then we just slowly sort of
The opening 2
sit back.
minutes.
Yeah, United have got a lot of the ball here. Now they got free kick. Oh, come on, West Ham. Go on. Nice. Keep it. Come on, Balbuena, win that ball clean. I was offside, fair enough. Look at Martial getting the ump. Love to see it.
A Frenchman getting grumpy?
Well, he handballed
never.
it. He always looks miserable, didn't he, Martial? Do you know what I mean?
That's most young French footballers, to be fair.
I don't know. Mbappe's quite happy, don't you think?
I don't know. To be fair, I'm just thinking him, Anelka, Nasri.
Oh mate, Anelka's the king of it, wasn't he? He's the goat of God, United pinging this around quite well, actually. Don't like this. Well, one. Fabian Balbuena, superb. You're just keeping her. Okay.
Very well won.
I know, really good. He's done really well in this game, Balbuena, winning that ball quite high up. Come on. Oh, lovely turn, Sebastian Haller.
When you say turn, do you mean goal, right?
Nah, I just need to.
Got nothing to look forward to.
It's a lovely turn. It's a lovely turn, mate. Lovely half turn. Yeah, what problem here?
Surely that's a foul on Fornells.
Nah, I thought it might be a bit soft. Oh, I thought he was going to win it. That's not a foul. That's never a foul. Oh, he's offside. All right then. God, loads of offsides in this game. Because everyone's trying to beat the last man. Because there's no one's dominating. Thoughts so far, mate? Feeling happy with this? I think we've done really well.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a little concerned at how, when Man United get the ball, they look to be doing something with it. Whereas when we get it, we seem a little bit timid, indecisive, and we just try and run into brick walls by the looks of it. Whereas United seem to be opening us up a tiny bit when they get the ball. There's a bit of transition. They're swapping flanks, whereas it seems like we're just trying to pick our spots, wait for something to happen, which is a bit of a concern. Whereas, like where I'm at now, they've just switched it from left to right pretty quick, and they're, Cavani and Tellers.
Slow. Sorry, mate. Sorry. That was.
Sorry, but basically that's what I'm saying. Like we are quite slow and sluggish, whereas United are, passing it round, switching play. Yeah.
Yeah,
whereas Souček, like where I've just seen it, Souček has just had 4 touches and done a 4-yard pass.
That's exactly what
United are doing little 2-touch passes and getting the ball about.
It's a good ball for Jared Owen. Oh, it's a terrible touch. I think we're trying to stretch it a bit, but not enough quality, I think, at the moment. The reason why we're doing so well early doors is because we were pressing as a team. Now we've sat off them a little bit. We are just relying on the front three to kind of win the ball and create a bit. So, yeah, again, we're not creating any clear, decisive chances at the moment. And I've seen Man United as well. Pogba and McTominay aren't pressing as far forward as they normally do. That's going to make it hard for West Ham. So they're obviously aware that the counter-attack's there. Bowen's picked this up quite deep. Win that. It's really slow every single time. Well won, Declan. We've got to be more decisive getting forward. Come on, use Creswell. Oh. Corner West Ham. It's interesting. I don't know if you've just seen it, but literally, it comes to Haller and his first instinct is to play it back. Souček, very, very similar. I don't know whether this is something that Moyes has spoken about in terms of keeping the ball and not allowing United to win it and hit us on the counter because they're so good at it. Seems like a tactic from.
It seems like without being a little bit negative, it does seem a little bit like we're more than happy for just to frustrate United, for United to not score and try and maybe come into the game later on or just play for a goalless draw.
Yeah,
take a draw in this situation. So that way the record still is pretty bloody good.
Yeah, I mean, look, I think this tends to be a pattern in games. I think the only game I've seen West Ham be consistently good at the press is Leicester first half, where I thought we just completely nullified them. They couldn't win the ball, and I think United have seen a lot of the ball West Ham are sitting off them, and we're kind of hoping that United are going to press us. They're not pressing us particularly as much from that back four as we expected. So we're not finding clear avenues. That's brilliant from Jarrod Bowen. Go on, Alaire, get in there, son. Go on. Oh.
Right, okay.
Sorry, man. Sorry.
Well, Bowen's just running through now for me, so... Oh, fucking hell.
Yeah. I thought it was in.
Yeah, that you've got to be burying that from there, surely.
That's a lovely ball.
Great ball.
We've just
you wanted Haller on the end of that, Haller or Antonio instead of Fornells.
It's funny because we've just sat there going, "Oh, we're not trying to counter them or sort of get behind them." And then the minute we get behind them, we create a clear chance. We've won this ball high. Go on.
Oh, it gets worse when you see it.
I know, man.
It gets worse seeing it from that angle. God, you've got to get that on target. Oh.
That's a letter. That's in it. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Bowen went straight Neymar mode. Was very, very good from Jarrod Bowen, in fairness. This is the thing. The minute you beat their fullbacks that aren't pressing, there's so much space to get into. So, I don't know. I think Moyes will be hoping Ole goes for it at some point. Like, he's going to be desperate to get the points, and that suits us massively. Oh, come on. Well done, Old Gunnar. We're seeing a hell of a lot of this, man. Trying to retain the ball in our own half. Oh, come on. Oh, Pogba's had a knock.
I think that just means he's due another haircut.
Great header from Aaron Creswell. United aren't doing what I want them to do. Come on, play ball.
All I'm saying is, you know what? I think it's like... Oh, wait, we'll let you have your exciting moment.
No.
Have you seen the film Any Given Sunday?
Oh, no, hang on. Go on, Jarrod. Really creating. Sebastian Haller. Fornells. Oh, it's hit the post.
Has Fornells just hit the post?
Yeah. It's quite a tame effort. I'm not sure it would have... I mean, maybe if it was any closer to Henderson, he would have got it. But again, West Ham pressing high, winning the ball, getting them forward.
Haller does well to drag it, or poke it into his thing. What I was going to say is, in the film Any Given Sunday, what's his name? Jamie Foxx's character, the go-to thing when his character always throws up just before he's about to have a good game or going to come in and change the game. So it's a bit like us with Fornells. Fornells has to miss a sitter, and then we start playing because he always misses a sitter. Every game he misses one sitter.
He does, to be fair. He does.
So it's a bit like he's got to miss a sitter, and then that means that second half something's going to happen.
Oh no! Hang on. Go on. Easy for Fabianski. Easy.
Safe hands.
Akram says Fornells is to stop wasting these golden chances. Does miss a lot. Hell of a lot. I'm sure if we pulled up a lot, some of the misses he's had this season, we'd be We'd be wondering if we scored them goals, we would have been a bit more comfortable.
Yeah, man. Then again, he missed that absolute sitter against Spurs. But if we score that, we probably don't make the changes that get us back into it.
Yeah. And in fairness to Fornals, he does tend to pop up with an important goal or assist every now, but he does miss chances. But he has got enough in his locker to kind of the final pass from him as well is quite good.
Cresswell in two minds about what he wanted to do there.
I think this game opens up massively in the second half. To be honest, it's a bit of a chess match at the moment between them. West Ham don't want to commit because then they can get hit behind. Equally, we need to win the ball off them if we're going to get a goal here. I think if West Ham can get a goal, then it's going to suit us hugely for the rest of this game. I've got a feeling Man United will bring on Fernandes as well. Oh, go on.
That'll be a game changer.
Go on now, there. Good ball now. Lovely ball. Go on. Oh. Jared Bowen come out to the left-hand side.
Haller's doing 0304 Harewood and playing right wing.
That ball is always on. Look, I mean, Wan-Bissaka's
Haller plays a bloody good ball in quite often, to be fair.
It's a lovely ball.
Remember the Rabona through ball for Antonio against Southampton?
I do remember it, mate. If that had been a goal, we would have been talking about it now still. Come on, West Ham. Set piece here. United are weak from the near post and set pieces as well.
Needs Soucek coming in late. That's what we want.
Oh! It's Tommy Soucek in late. He's actually scored the goal. Come on, West Ham. Yes.
I just called it.
West Ham. Come on, you Irons. You called it. Bang on.
Yes.
Called it bang on. Soucek. And look at the goal. Look at the goal again. Look at the goal. Near post. United cannot defend
Fantasy
from the
points.
near post
Fantasy
ever.
points, mate.
And they didn't pick him up. And he just slid in back post. Lovely. Watch this. Declan. Beautiful. What a run from Tommy Soucek. Telles, look at Paul Pogba. Pogba ain't got a clue where he is either. Fantastic.
Oh, wait. Was that Haller smiling and celebrating?
I'll tell you what.
Lee Clayton?
We just needed that goal. We needed that goal. Settle it down. And now United have got to come for us a little bit here, and it suits us massively.
And I've got fantasy points. What more could you ask for?
Oh, God. So honestly,
bloke in a Hawaiian shirt celebrating.
Yeah, it's so funny because I was watching all these United clips and things like that, and every goal they struggle from that near post, they just can't defend it ever. I don't know what it is about Man United, but that's a fantastic header from Rice. Albeit I know it was a bit off, but. Come on, man. 1-0 against Man United. Come on, you Irons. Love it.
Get in there.
Oh, I'm buzzing, man. That's good.
Our Czech boy's done it again. Second goal of the season.
God, dear. Great. What a late run as well.
Just again, coming to half-time, just playing it as it is, keeping it tight, going to half-time 1-0 up, that'd be pretty good. They will 100% bring on Bruno Fernandes and Rashford.
Yeah, 100%. 100. Well, Rashford's injured.
Test us.
Oh, go on. Win that. Onside. Go on, Ale. Go on, Seb. Finish it, son. Oh, that's terrible from Sebastian Ale.
Oh, my God. Oh.
It's a lovely touch, and then it could have been offside.
Is he down injured? Please tell me he's not injured.
I was about to say.
I don't think we can handle this right now. We don't have anyone on the bench that could play up front, really.
Let's have a look. God's sake, man. If he'd scored that, jeez. And he did all the hard work as well. We moan that he's like, people go, he's not quick enough. He's quick enough to get away, and you thought he's got the composure as well. Oh, he's won that high. West Ham here. United are playing way too... Oh, conceded a foul. Man United all over the place now. Quick free kick, West Ham. Put this in, Arthur. Lovely. It's Balbuena. Oh. Here we go. Here we go. Jeez. Whew, come on. Go on, Creswell. Good ball here, son. Get it in. Get it in. Look at United trying to play a deep line. It's going to be too easy for West Ham. Come on. Gorgeous ball. Win that. Win it, Bowen. Go on. Go on, Sue. Lovely stuff from West Ham here. Good ball. Alia wins. Nah.
What's Pogba doing there?
Look at this. Man United's defensive wobbling. Yep. They're panicking a bit, Man United now.
Just a little bit.
They look quite, to be fair, they look quite composed for long periods of time. But I think now they've gotten that goal behind, they're a bit anxious. This suits West Ham so much, this scoreline as well. Come on. I'm actually a bit gutted for Alia. If Alia had scored that would have been some goal as well.
Because now, if we draw this or lose this game, everyone's going to go, it's Haller's fault. Like South Park blame Canada as we blame Haller.
But if you see that... Oh, hang on. Oh, West Ham, you've got to defend that there. Oh, brilliant save.
Go on the Polish wall.
Viva the Polish wall, mate. Yeah, stretch West Ham there a bit. Go on. Win that again. Lovely. Go on, Jared. Pablo. Lovely. Lovely. Jared Bowen.
Nothing happened, right?
That was an unbelievable tackle from Wan-Bissaka. Like, that is some...
Just when you got Jared Bowen, and I'm expecting the get in there or whatever.
No. Because do you know why? Do you know why?
He's in.
Because the minute
he's not quite quick enough.
One-on-one, we've been in one-on-one so many times in this game, or very close to. I thought he was going to do him there. Go on. Good ball, Creswell. Lovely ball. Lovely ball. Oh, it's a good save from Henderson. Oh, wait, that's a replay.
When he was offside.
Yeah. Tell you what, that is a good... in fairness to Aaron Wan-Bissaka, that is some recovery tackle.
Mental. Considering he made the mistake by not standing tall to clear Fornell's ball, yeah.
Yeah. Go on, West Ham, press them, because if you win that ball up there, they're not going to get back. Lovely Balbuena. Superb today, Fabian Balbuena.
My mate has just messaged me after Haller's miss saying the transformation to Caleri is complete.
It was very Caleri-esque, that was. Like, every time Caleri
the difference is Caleri wouldn't have fallen over. He would have just tried some absolutely ridiculous flip.
Rabona and fallen over. That's a foul from Balbuena. Oh, lovely. Go on, Fabian. Win that, son. Go on. Look at Fabian Balbuena there. Oh, he's not made Pogba, but it wasn't a foul. So, all right, he's lost it.
Not like Pogba, but it doesn't count.
Declan Rice absolutely does pull Pogba. Come on. Yusu foul. Go on. Oh, how many chances have we had since we've scored? It's been absolutely relentless.
United are going to shithouse a penalty or something. And
Don't go there, because I'll tell you what. If it gets to any Bruno Fernandes VAR type thing, I'm fuming. But you know it's coming. West Ham half time. West Ham 1, Man United 0. Really good performance from West Ham. I think we tailed off a little bit for about 20 minutes, but obviously we got that goal. We're in the ascendancy and we're looking. It's a fantastic goal as well.
At the minute, we are third in the table as things stand.
And to be fair, like United haven't troubled us. And I mean, maybe it's Ollie's trying to.
Well, you are jinxing it now, mate.
No, I'm gonna. Like,
Speaking of jinxes, where's Charles?
He'll be. I'm not too sure, mate. I'm sure he's eating a curry, but he'll be back. Don't worry. What a fantastic 45. This game should be over. I agree, Bill, 100%. I think if Allaire scores that, the game is really hard for Manchester United. It makes it easy for West Ham to sit. Fornals missed a bit of a sitter as well against the post. West Ham have had numerous chances since we've scored. But now Man United have got to come at West Ham. And I think that it's suiting us massively. The minute they lose the ball in midfield, West Ham can create 3-on-2s. And that's exactly what we need going forward. And I think we're in the ascendancy here. But obviously, like we've said, you can't write Man United off. If they bring on Bruno, there is a threat there. And if they can catch us on the counter as well, Man United, Bruno's the guy to hurt us. So,
yeah, I mean, we could be 3-0 up right now. And,
really
historically, when have we ever been comfortable at 1-0? It'd be negative, Nigel, but we ever have.
No,
in any event, I'll be back for more analysis in 2 seconds, mate. So 2 seconds, right?
Yeah, sweet man. Folks, get in the comment section. What are you thinking of the game so far? I think West Ham have done really, really well. Pressed them early, created a lot of chances. I thought we would have gone up quite early doors as well. Man United come back at us. They began to press a little bit more. It became uncomfortable for West Ham. It was a little bit of a chess match for long periods of time. I think they've stuck McTominay and Pogba was sitting a bit deeper to protect the 2 centre-backs. Logical thing to do from Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. But obviously, as they have gone 1-0 down now, West Ham been a bit more direct, tried to get in behind, get the goal from the set piece. United, the pressure's on them to try and score against West Ham, and they are trying to get forward and press us. It suits us massively for Manchester United to come out and press us now. Rice and Souček dominating the midfield. Agreed, Bill. I think Rice and Souček have won a lot of ball quite high. I've got to give praise to Fabian Balbuena so far. I think, I've always been critical of him being a little bit too aggressive in trying to win that ball in midfield. He's won the ball cleanly. He's come out with it. The turnovers there. Man United's midfield, in particular, the way they've set up, McTominay and Pogba sitting a bit deeper. Van der Beek playing almost a 10 role. There isn't a real 8 in that midfield to win the ball off West Ham. And West Ham are finding that outlet there. It's just about the quality and taking the chances. West Ham should be 2-0 up. I agree, mate. It could be more. 100%. Like I've said, we'll see what happens in the second half. I imagine Ollie's going to change it. He'll probably put Bruno on. He'll probably play 2 10s, maybe an 8, but I think it will suit West Ham if we're defensively solid enough. I think early doors as well. Movement of Cavani, Greenwood, Martial caused us a couple of issues, but again, West Ham's press meant that they had to play long. So, yeah, it's looking good at the moment. Obviously, this is West Ham, so you can't tell. Bill West says Bowen has Tellers on toast. He did have him on toast, mate. He did have him on toast at times. Hopefully Man United will be defending like the end of the... Mate, they were rattled. They were absolutely rattled. But I think it's more of their team. The pressure's on them. They wanted to go and get that goal. Pogba's starting to move up in an advanced position. McTominay's playing a little bit further up. It suits West Ham massively. If United want to try and play that game, then it will suit us down to the ground. And I said in the preview, we'll get chances. We have got chances. We just need another goal, mate, don't we, Dennis? We just need another goal. Settle this game down a little bit.
I need another 2 goals for me.
2 goals. Everyone,
we get another goal and then they score, we panic. So
there is that possibility, and I've said I think United have got enough if they bring on Bruno as well to get a goal. I think Martial pulled a save out of Fabianski, come a bit central, was quite hard to pick up. West Ham might get picked off in that counter, but I just think we're superb. Declan Rice and Souček, as Bill said, have been fantastic. The whole team in terms of the press and sitting back when we need to and absorbing pressure has been more improved. Bill West says, which niche player have you got on the back of the shirt? He's not. He's a fanboy.
Bill, if you think this is a niche player, then you need your head checking, son.
Come on, Bill. No niche player there. It's West Ham's all-time Premier League.
I think he scored a couple of goals. I'm not sure if anyone's heard of him.
Do you know? Speaking of this,
I think he had a song. Didn't he have the disco song like name after him or something? Weren't it? Never heard of it. Is it DeShanio? That's his name. Paul DeShanio.
I'm a Liverpool fan, but I hate United.
Most of them do.
Do you know that in the West Ham's all-time record goal scorers that Mark Noble's only one behind Di Canio now? So if Mark gets 2 more goals, he's the record goal scorer.
Mark Noble's played for the West Ham for a lot longer than Di Canio.
Yeah, he has. But
Di Canio was only with us for 3.5 seasons.
Yeah, true. But Carlton's not far behind either. He's got 41 as well. So
again, he played for us for I think 9 years, and he had that. Yeah, that one season where he smashed it for us.
Yeah. To be fair, I want to see the ratio of the penalties Nobes has had, because that's definitely...
You take away Noble's penalties, I think he scored 10, 15 for us. He scored a few from open play.
Yeah, he has. Right, hopefully, CJ
Johnson... From a United point of view, as much as we want West Ham to, from a United point of view, I'll be bringing on Rashford for Cavani, I'll be bringing on Bruno for either one of Van der Beek or Pogba.
Is Rashford fit? Have I missed this? Is he on the bench?
I don't think he is, but I'll be damned if he can't play 45 minutes. If he's not fit enough to play 45 minutes, I won't be putting him on the bench. I'll be putting someone else on.
Have you seen Man United social media? Response required, full stop. It's because you're at 6s and 7s. Like you can't sort that.
I think we are going to regret not burying one, if not 2 of those other chances. I mean, all Haller needs to do is to either have a tiny bit of extra pace or a bit more surer foot in there, and he scores. It's 2-0. 4-0 gets that header on target. It's 2-0/3-0. Bowen doesn't get flagged offside. Oh, Ben Rahn won for half time. I mean, I'd bring on Noble later. That's the thing. 4-0s, he's getting those chances, which is what's important. Do you take him off because eventually he'll take one of those? Or do you take him off immediately for Ben Rama? It's not like where we were against Villa where we desperately needed a response. That's why we brought Ben Rama on. So I'd possibly leave Ben Rama for about 10 minutes or so, 10, 15 minutes, see where the land lies.
I wouldn't bring on
and bring on Noble last 10, shore it up if we're still 1-0 up.
I don't think we need to bring on Ben Rama just yet. And I think as well with the Noble thing, I wouldn't encourage Moyes to go too defensive. I think if we sit off United, they still can hurt us with that front 3. So the way we're playing at the moment is perfect, to be honest. The press is good enough. We're defensively solid as well. I think as long as we keep winning that turnover in the middle of the park, we'll create chances. It changes, man. I think if we get 2-0, then maybe we can sit a bit deeper and soak up. But not for now. Definitely not for now. Ben Rama should come on probably 70 minutes, I think. Even if it's to give someone like Fornals a rest. Because there's no real drop-off, is there, in terms of quality? Unless he wants to stay defensive, in which case I understand keeping Fornals on the pitch. So, right, we'll see. We're going to get another beer. We'll see where Charles is at as well.
I saw Charles. He's boarding a plane for Switzerland.
Here he is. He's coming on. He's coming.
Oh, God. I guess I'm on. You're listening to Just Dennis talk now. So just gonna chat shit for a couple minutes. Ultimately, the longer United go without changing it, the better chance we have. So let's hope Ole Gunnar Solskjaer invokes in a David Moyes and doesn't make any substitutions. That's all I say.
Yeah, I agree, mate.
Now Corey's back. I'm going to go get my drinks.
See you later, mate. No, I agree, Angus, mate, to be fair. And make sure you drop a like as well. Everyone in the stream, make sure you drop a like and subscribe if you're new. Yeah, he is more dangerous. I think a goal will finish this game off. Again, I don't think West Ham should sit too deep. I think we sit too deep, we're going to invite pressure from Manchester United. And albeit I've said before in the past that maybe they're not as good as breaking teams down. I think when you've got Van der Beek, Bruno, Cavani, they've got the mobility. What I will say, and the criticism that I have had, is of Fabian Balbuena. And Fabian Balbuena, for me, has been really composed in winning the ball quite high up. Arne says, can I say that the stream is very nice? It's very nice. Looks nice. Well done and keep up the good work. Thank you, mate. Make sure you like as well. Let's hope Ollie doesn't bring on Fernandes. Fernandes is a fantastic player, but more so if he's got, Van der Beek and Cavani in front of him, he's finding players. And I think if West Ham press again, then maybe they'll find the space. I feel like United at some point will get a goal. But listen, for now, I think West Ham will create chances we can score. I think if we get 2 goals and we concede late on, it's not really too much of an issue. Who sit on stadium? I don't really understand the question, but I know there's a ballot if that's who decides to go in the stadium. It's a ballot, mate. Just seen Leipzig just gone up against Bayern Munich as well.
Either that, or they mean there's that YouTube video where a bunch of parkour people scale the London Stadium and break into it at night for a YouTube channel or some bollocks like that. Charles needs the stream link. It's not working for him, apparently.
Bruno.
The stream that we're on.
Okay, hang on. Let me sort it. I can't believe it. You know what? Like,
Good day, Angus.
Yeah. I beg he stay on bench. Yeah, look, Bruno changes it, man. Like, Bruno has got that bit of quality. And I think even if United struggle, Bruno tends to pull. What I will say about Bruno is he can be a little bit sloppy in that final third, but just his movement in general is very, very good.
Bruno is also Sacha Baron Cohen's worst character as well.
Look,
I couldn't help myself.
I know, man. You're like a kid in the sweet shop when something like this comes up.
Yes, Ash.
Oh God, here he is. Do we bring him in?
Speaking of Borat, here's High Wycombe's answer to Borat, Charles.
Hang on.
Oh well, there he is.
He's nice.
That is like, you know what that's like, Charles? That is like Mac from Always Sunny's impression of Borat. It was that bad.
How you doing, mate? Good week.
Yeah, not too bad. I'm feeling good, boys. I'm feeling very good.
What do you think?
How does it feel to now be the one with the most hair?
Oh, mate, this is going. Angus, mate. Miss you, mate. Miss you.
Mate, you got the bowl. You got the Mandark bowl cut at the minute, mate.
Mate, this is an absolute mop. It's going first thing Monday morning, but yeah, I mean, boys, 1-0 up against United, third in the table. What's going on?
I'm not even looking at the table. What I would say is I don't normally I can't believe we're 1-0 up. I can, mate. It could have been 2 or 3 with some of the chances we had in those last five.
Mate, honestly, like Haller did his best Bambi on ice. Fornell's decided to start playing for Man United at one point and missed 2 sitters. It could be easily 3 or 4.
I've been lucky enough to catch the first half, and I mean the 2 things I can take away is that Man United are playing piss poor right now.
Yeah, and B, they've won now, thanks to that.
And B, second half they're coming
back.
You've
just got to take risks. You've just got to take risks.
And B, we should be winning by a lot more based on that first half performance. Obviously, it depends whether we come back out in the second half with the same sort of performance. But that first half, we really should be dominating them.
What I would say as well with this Bruno thing, in all fairness, I think they'll bring him on. If they bring him on, they're going to take Pogba off. I guess they'll take Pogba off. In which case, they're going to be playing with Van der Beek and Fernandes, almost 2 10s in there. It means McTominay can be isolated at times. I think before we scored, they were sitting a bit deeper. They knew Maguire and Lindelof were going to be a problem. And it was a bit of a chess match because we were waiting for spaces that weren't appearing. They were waiting for us to press and hit us. And it was kind of a bit of a standoff. But, hang on. Bruno's coming on and Rashford. Okay, all right then.
Right.
I would imagine that they're going back to
I hate being right.
I mean, they've got to change something. They've got to change something from that first half because United were shocking.
How do people know? Is the game back on like now? I didn't know.
I feel like Australia gets a better stream than we do.
Basically, no. What it is, the game's already happened in Australia, so Angus knows the result. He's just drip feeding it to us.
Yeah, it's the next day over there.
Next, we're going to be asking him which way his toilet flushes.
Yeah, get the lottery numbers now, boys.
And he's going to. I'm going to have to go to Parliament, the Australian Parliament. I'm going to be given the boot. Yeah, I'm just referencing The Simpsons.
Apparently, it's Van der Beek and Cavani off, and Rashford and Bruno on.
Those are the subs I would have made if I was United manager.
What are we saying? What maybe Rashford as a 9, possibly.
Rashford playing down the middle, probably, and Bruno playing just off him, and
So sorry. So who's come off then? So
Cavani and Van der Beek. We just said.
Yeah,
that's interesting.
My mate is a United fan, just messaged us, was like, can't believe he's taken him off. But I would have kept Cavani on for the movement, if I'm honest. And I don't know how Rashford will do. I guess what they're hoping is West Ham will go for a second. And Rashford, for me, he's unbelievable on the counter. Let's be honest. I think if he gets on that counter, I'll be seriously worried.
I mean, his pace is just ridiculous, especially, Cavani's very, very much a decent player, but I kind of view him in the same sort of lens of Giroud in the sense that he doesn't really have the pace, even if he has the overall football skill.
Needed to start snowing. Soucek is playing the role of Jonathan Spector tonight.
Did you? Well, God, let's hope so. Did you hear? Did you see the steam coming off of Allaire at one point in the game?
That was reminiscent of Carlton Cole that game, wasn't it?
It was like Carlton Cole vibes, yeah.
When he was steaming.
But boys, what are we thinking about that Allaire sitter? Are we giving him a bit of benefit of the doubt, or are we saying that's a bit of a mare?
I'll give him a benefit of the doubt because I just feel like it wasn't a technical aspect. I think he just fell over and he done so well. He did so well to win that ball, take it past the keeper. If he scores that, we're saying it might be one of our better goals of the season, other than Lanzini, obviously. So, yeah, I don't know. I'd give him a pass on that, to be fair, man.
Yeah, I think taking it round the keeper was, good idea.
Especially
he just lost the footing.
Consider that pace is not part of his game. So therefore, for him to have the speed in order to do that, because I know he's doing that in slow motion almost.
But equally,
we're already on the attack here, lads. Oh, someone was offside. Sound.
But equally, he had it up against Maguire, and we won the ball quite high up. So I always said Allaire isn't a bad choice for this game, even if Antonio was fit, because I think he has got the beating of them, but will create space and chances. So I'm gutted for him. If he'd scored that, it would have been great for us and great for him.
Yeah, I think obviously it gives the Allaire haters a little bit more sort of, something to talk about. But
what's
really,
going to happen is we're going to draw this game 1-1 or lose 2-1 or something like that.
And it'll be Allaire's
fault. What's going to happen is that we're going to ignore the two.
Well, you can't ignore Fornals.
We're going to ignore Fornals hitting the post. We're going to ignore Bowen being caught offside. We're going to ignore whatever caused the goal. We're going to ignore Fornals missing that sitter. We're going to just talk about Allaire.
I tell you what, I've got to give a bit of benefit of the doubt to Fornals. That was a tough chance, the post one, because he just had it under his foot.
The post one, the post one was tough.
Yeah, the post one.
The header. I was like, no, the header. He should be burying that.
The header was worse, but he was coming in. If you see the angle on the replays, it is hard to kind of get his head fully round. But I think the header was more of a miss than the post.
Look at Rashford picking this up quite wide. Soufal done a job on him. Don't fancy it anymore. That's it. Go on, son.
Where are you at, Corey?
47.54.
Oh, you're 20 seconds ahead of me.
Oh, you see, Fernandes picking it up already in those pockets.
Yep.
Pogba playing. But they're still playing quite high up, though, Manchester United. If we can counter them.
That was dirty.
Trouble is with Fornals is that he takes about 10 sitters to miss before he actually does go on and score. And he's played really well in this game, I thought.
I don't know if you're watching Charles, but so sorry for anyone who already heard this, but have you seen Any Given Sunday?
Yeah, of course.
The film. Steve and Willie Beeman, when he throws up and they go, oh, that's it, the game's on now. That's it. When he misses that sitter, that means, right, I'm going to start playing now. That is his throwing up. That is his throwing up on the sideline.
Yeah.
The game doesn't
Now
start
we're
until he
playing
misses.
hat trick.
The game does not start until he misses the sitter.
Oh, come on, Ale, you could win that.
My man of the first half was Balbuena. I thought he was so good.
100%.
Yes.
Yeah, 100%.
He was
He was
fantastic.
so good.
And also honourable mention for Fabianski for that save from Martial, which is very
Yeah,
good.
that was a great save. But Balbuena,
Another day that goes in, it's 1-1. And
He didn't have it easy, by the way, Balbuena. Cavani, Green would come into that side. Martial's hard. He did so well.
well, normally we're talking about Balbuena and saying, "Oh, give him 15 or 20 minutes to settle into the game," but he settled in pretty much immediately, and had a really decent half.
I think we looked on it, to be fair, from the minute we started in this game.
Yeah,
we looked quite sharp.
absolutely.
As well. Look at United pressing forward. That's it. Go on, Ollie. Go on, get him to push forward.
Bowen's
Ball
just been
from
so.
Fabianski. That's it. Soufal picks it up. Go on, Deckers. Go on, hit that ball. Hit that ball. Lovely West Ham. Mazuaki. Go on. Go on. Good ball. Oh, I didn't make a run, man. Come on. That's it, West Ham. Get it to Creswell. This is lovely play from West Ham. That's a poor ball from
a few seconds behind you, and it's already pretty good.
That is really good. That is good, man. It is good. Poor ball from. Have you seen that, Charles? Fornals' pass.
Yeah. I think I'm just a little ahead of you guys, but only just.
Fornals is making it harder and harder for me.
Lovely win of Bonner, man. So well at winning that ball at the moment.
Dennis, do you think Ben Rama's coming on in the near future? I
don't think so because David Moyes is in charge, mate, and we're ahead, so therefore he doesn't make a substitution.
Go on. Lovely ball. So foul.
Oh
my God.
Oh.
I'm assuming it's not 2-0.
How many more?
It was close.
I'm assuming it's not 2-0.
Oh, Bowen, sorry.
Bowen.
Oh, every week these kids.
Old habits die hard, boys.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so frustrating. It's so frustrating because if he cuts it into fucking Haller, he is unmarked, point blank on goal, onto his right boot.
Great work. Can we just so foul though?
Oh, brilliant. Lovely ball from Arthur. That's it. Go on.
We're pulling Man United out of position. Mazuaki is one of the nicest players to watch. Just technically, I always just he's just a nice player to watch when he's on the ball.
We've got to start taking these chances, though.
Yeah, absolutely.
We really have to take one of them. I'm not really bothered too much about the Alea one, but we've had so many chances now that we should be 2-0 up at least. Go on, Rice. And we're pressing United now, and they can't get out of their own half. Oh, what did you give the ball away for? He's not going to take it past him. Lovely cut out. Fabian Balbuena.
Balbuena's just been outstanding.
He's reading the ball really well in this game. That's it, Ale. Go on. Win it. Beat Maguire there. Oh. Maguire had a shot from about 25 yards.
Slab head.
Big slabber.
Yeah.
I love that. I love his thought. There's no movement, so he's just I'm just going to hit this and hope it goes in.
That would be so 2020 if he just hits an absolute screamer right now. So West Ham as well, yeah.
To be fair, Declan Rice scored from similar range against Watford last year.
Naughty in that? That was naughty on
he's still down.
I thought that was a bit naughty from Maguire, actually.
If only we had some form of video that could be reviewed.
That'd be really good.
Assistant referee.
Yeah, if only we had some form of way when a referee or linesman doesn't spot something.
We had someone to tell him that maybe you should check. It never happens.
Maybe FIFA should look into this type of technology. Maybe. Jack Wilshere might stop dancing.
Dennis, don't be so silly. Don't be so silly. That will never happen.
Too much common sense.
Man, I think I've been playing too much Football Manager. VAR is always correct on Football
Lovely.
Manager.
Look at that switch pass. Brilliant.
Defensively, we've been good.
Famous last words.
I know. I was thinking, don't say that.
Hey.
Defensively, we've been good. That first half was amazing.
No,
it was bad enough me saying we're third at half time. I felt a lot of trepidation saying that.
I'm not even looking at that league until this game. I was like,
I mean,
mate, it's 85-86. David Moyes is the new John Lyall.
Oh, no. Oh, get in there. Put it wide.
That was good biting me right on the arse again, wasn't it?
Yeah, I was about to say, shut your mouth, because that is really close.
I'm going to keep quiet now.
What did I say? Rashford, man, on that counter. He's lethal when he gets that.
He is lethal.
That's the thing. We can't switch off.
Side netting from the lead singer of Aha.
I think we would have been all right because I think Creswell would have blocked that if it was.
That joke didn't get the reaction I was hoping it would.
Yeah, it's a bit before my time.
I just decided that Van der Beek looks like the lead singer of Aha.
Yeah, sorry, mate. I don't know too much about Aha.
He does, though. I'm sorry, he does.
Oh, well played, Allaire.
That's really well. Oh, twinkle toes there. Go on. Oh, win the ball. Brilliant. 4-0. That's it. Go on, 4-0. Lovely. Oh, lovely, Ogbonna.
Go on, Bowen.
Picked out quite deep here. Go on. We're getting a lot of space on the wings. Have you seen this? Like, Man United are coming quite central to defend.
They come in quite central, except when Rashford's on the counter, they shove him out wide.
Yeah. But that's what they do, man. Like I always feel like with Rashford, he's better probably as a bit of a winger on that counter than he is as almost like an attacking midfielder. He's just when he's got pace in front, when he's got space in front of him, he's lethal.
Right, it's that time of the game, boys, where we put our bets on what minute we think Moyes is going to make his first sub.
Oh yeah, all right. Moyes' first. I should have done a graphic for this. Moyes' first sub.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it just depends when do we concede. If we concede, it's happening in 2 minutes.
Yeah.
But if we don't concede and we're going to win this game 1-0, it will be the 88th minute.
No, I think he made one against Sheffield United. What, 75?
I'm going to say 70.
I'm going to go 70. 75 for me. Ben Rama on for 4-0.
No, we all know it will be Mark Noble.
It better not be Mark Noble. Honestly, it better not. Look, DJ, always the 78th minute. It always is around that mark. Go on. Win that. Win it. Oh, God. He's giving me nightmares, Rashford, down that side. Oh, it's offside. Never mind.
Yeah, thank God.
Formation, though, with a 4-3-3, United are actually looking to try and get him behind. They normally don't. They normally try and play possession-based football, but I think it's hard. West Ham pressing on them, they lose the ball. I think Moyes has got it right, and obviously against Villa the other night, he got it absolutely wrong. So it's quite nice to sort of feel a little bit more in control. He might not even make a sub in this game, you know. It's that type of game.
Imagine. If we end up conceding the last minute and he makes no subs, they'll be riots.
I wouldn't blame him though. I'd blame people that
limping.
chances.
Oh yeah, but it'd be sod's law.
Fornal's picking it up a bit central.
Martial's not moving well.
No, he's not. Pogba looked quite like he looked like he was holding his leg throughout the first half.
Yeah, earlier. West Ham sitting a little bit further back here. Bit wary of that threat from Rashford.
That's the thing. We've had our early burst, and now we sit back. That's what we do. We did it.
Well won, Fabian Balbuena again. Superb.
It's the trouble. We still need that second goal, though, don't we?
We do, man. We really, really need that second goal. And the longer it goes on, like Man United will know that. And even though, like tonight, I think Ogbonna, Balbuena have been superb in terms of winning that ball first. You can't rely on it for 90 minutes. We say this every week. It's too much for them.
Yeah.
All right, come on, West Ham.
If Martial goes off, the only person they could bring on.
Go on, play that now.
Was Wan.
Oh.
Yeah.
Getting so much room on the wing. Soufal picks that up.
Counter now from United.
Just take him. Oh. Souček's got a cover for Rashford. He hasn't.
Oh my God.
Push him wide. No, too easy. Well done, Balbuena. Just enough.
Rashford's causing some trouble down there, isn't he?
I'm not liking this because you've got Soufal bombing on, and I agree. Like it's good, he's got space on there, but Souček can't cover for Bruno and Rashford. It's too much.
Yeah.
Look how much joy they've had down that. There's nothing down the right, everything down the left. God, just another week watching West Ham. Just looked up, just seen the result for the Bayern game. It's like 3-2 Leipzig at 56 minutes.
Jesus.
Yeah, mental.
What's the Sevilla game?
Oh, I don't know, man.
Sevilla Real Madrid, isn't it?
Is it?
No, much more interesting than this one.
I don't really like Spanish football, to be honest.
Well, I watch Spanish football when you're watching Barcelona right in front of your eyes.
Well, that's exactly my thoughts. Absolute tactical mastermind job by David Moyes at the moment. Right, go on. I would bring Benrahma on a bit. If we're going to sit back and we need to counter, I think Benrahma offers us something a little bit on that. On the counter and trying to bring the ball forward. Again.
I mean, like Dennis says, Benrahma can run. And so it's nice to have someone who can just get the ball and just run up as fast as he can and try and get on the counter as quickly as possible.
I'm bringing on Mata for Martial.
But there's only attacking substitution. Other than that, they've got Matic, Brandon Williams, and Twinzabi on the bench. And they've used their 2 other subs. So that's it now for half an hour. That's it. They pick up an injury. They got to stay on.
I imagine he's going to... Because Matt's left-footed, isn't he? So I think he's going to play him on the right coming into... He's slow.
He's going to play him on the right and have Greenwood down the middle, which, again, could be lethal.
Well, I think Greenwood is playing down the middle at the moment, isn't he? Because Rashford's on the... Go on, West Ham. Counter here.
I bet he regrets taking off Cavani now.
Oh, I don't know why I took him off too early if you're a United fan, but I'm loving it.
Like now, if that injury happens with Cavani up top, you've got Rashford and Cavani.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, in fact, if Ollie was going to be clever, he would either play Cavani and Greenwood, or Rashford and Greenwood, or Rashford and Cavani. Like he'd play 2, but I don't think he really knows what he's doing. Matta's a real. I know DJ has said that actually that Matta is underrated, and I did rate Juan Mata previously, but he's not got enough pace on that right hand side. He's not going to beat us. So. Yeah, Kevin, Liverpool fan says United will punish you if you don't get the next goal. Yeah, you got to worry about that. Ball one.
God, Martial's still trying to get down the tunnel. Still making his way around the pitch.
It looks like a hamstring, doesn't it?
Yeah. The Mikel Antonio.
Charles, by the way, thoughts on Mikel Antonio's proposed injury, possibly out for a month?
I mean, Dennis summed it up pretty well on Twitter yesterday. Just screaming,
I've already told you already.
But the trouble is that, it was so predictable. Like, it's kind of like I was pissed off, but I was also like, yeah, that was going to happen. So it's frustrating.
Again, as I say, my Simpsons bow, there's a Simpsons moment for everything. And this was groundskeeper Willie shouting, "I warned ya! Didn't I warn ya?"
Yeah, I mean, look, I've seen rumours going, well, Antonio said he was fit. It's a different injury to what it was. I don't know. I really don't know. But
Yeah, it's exactly the same injury he picked up against Man City, but
go
it's a
on,
different
go
injury.
on. Oh, God's sake, Fornals, please. A bit of composure, mate.
United are on the counter.
Yeah, we pushed way too high. Balbuena's got to get back there.
Oh my God.
Fuck's sake.
Oh, that is absolutely unbelievable.
That's a stunning goal.
Yeah, I've just seen the comment. I haven't seen the goal yet, but I've seen the comment.
That is some goal. That is literally world class.
That's disgusting.
How easy though, man. How frustrating to concede like that.
Well, it's right down the middle. He's got so much space. So much space.
That is, Fabianski, I think, gets just... I can't believe it 1-0, man.
Yeah, it's poor defending from us for the first time in the game.
How many chances did we have?
Too many to
Too
not
many to
take.
count.
That's what happens, man. Like I said, Man United are one of the most dangerous counter-attacking sides in the league. For them to just put the ball up to the other end of the pitch, Fernandes to pick it up, and then Pogba in essentially 2 passes.
They're VARing something here.
Oh.
Possible.
Oh, whether it went off.
Oh my God, imagine.
Oh, please,
VAR is going to check something, isn't it?
It's a ball out of play. Possible.
Oh, look, it looks well out.
It does.
How are they going to tell it from there? How are they going to tell it from there?
Yeah.
There's no other angle, so... Oh, hang on.
It's a bit stupid.
I'm thinking it goes out of play. Yeah, that goes out of play.
Like it goes out of play.
I mean, it looks like it does.
That goes out of play. 100%.
They said it stands. Apparently, comment. I'm not surprised with Man United. The record they've got with VAR is undefeated. So,
well,
look, lads, it's not over.
Just means that we've got to actually take our chances now.
This is the problem, man. Like, I'm not. It's risky now. You've got Rashford on the pitch. We're going to have to risk it a bit if we want to go and win this game. DJ saying it clearly goes out. I'm sure it looked like it went out to me. But again, there's not enough angles in it to see. Great tackle, Fornals. It's not a foul. Oh, come on, ref. You sure?
Ooh.
Nasty, man. No way. Oh, my.
What's happened? What's happened?
You scored, man. 2-1 down. Ridiculous, man. Stupidity. We're just not picking up. We're just not picking up runners in the box, man. We're really, that's really poor. Well, like you said, mate, we were going to regret that if we didn't take our chances, and clearly I can't believe we've just gone 2-1 down to that, honestly. Literally stupidity, man. Stupidity. Ridiculous.
I didn't even see the goal. My internet went down, but fuck's sake.
It's just
cut it
atrocious
back.
defending.
Oh, it's getting even worse. Come on, West Ham, switch on.
Anyone at fault in particular?
No, just shithousery.
Like how? I mean, it just makes you frustrated about how many chances we didn't take in the first half that we're in this position now.
It could have been 3 or 4-0 up.
That ball goes out. They're re-showing it again. That ball. I'm not saying that United's second goal wasn't good because it was poor defending from West Ham and a good finish, but I'm sure that ball goes out.
The thing is, to me, it looks like it goes out, but VAR, I don't know what it was checking. I don't know what it was using to check that decision because it just there weren't any lines, there weren't any other angles that really sufficiently checked it. So, I don't really know what they were looking at there. I know that it was out of play, but there was nothing to actually make that call, which is frustrating.
It's just annoying. Now we're behind. If we want to get a point, we've got to chase the game, and we're just going to open ourselves up. And United have shown they're clinical, mate, on that counter. Go on, Rice, win that, son. Settle it down a bit. Settle it down. That's not a free kick.
Losing our heads now.
Huh? Yeah, heads are gone. You can tell. That's so...
Surely bring on a sub now.
It's just... We asked for no substitutions. None of this VAR rubbish. The ball was out. People keep continually say that the ball went out. It probably did, mate. It probably did. But it don't surprise me United got the rub of the green with it. Oh, it's too easy. It's so easy.
My God.
It's so easy. It's ridiculous. This is honestly.
They're actually
3-1.
No, he's got to throw another man in midfield. He's picked. What is it? Is it Juan Mata or Bruno's picked that up?
Oh my God!
No one on him played it first time in behind.
It's just getting depressing now.
He's got to change it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Dithering Dave is our manager, lads.
We're unlucky not to go 3-1 down then.
But the surprising thing was, second half of last game, he threw on 2 substitutions. You thought, oh, what's Dithering Dave doing now? You thought maybe there was a change, but obviously not.
He's got to throw another body in midfield.
I mean, I can't remember the last chance we had this half. I think it was the Bowen chance, maybe.
I can't remember the last time in the last 10 minutes we've actually won the ball.
Yeah. It's all United.
Oh, it's too easy. It's gone out, but it's still too easy.
Come on, Ale.
Go on, son. Try to create something. Quick, Declan. Move it quick. Don't play it back, mate. It's just sloppy. Move. That's lovely from Arthur.
Go on, Arthur. Go on, Arthur.
Lovely. Go on. Take him on. Go on. All right, okay. I feel like we've settled a bit. Ball. Lovely ball from Fornals. Pick him. Oh, God.
Just couldn't pick anyone out.
I'll take him out. I don't.
Rashford is just...
You can't deal with him.
Oh, well done, Rice.
Gorgeous. Look at that for a tackle.
That's not
Look at that for a tackle. Brilliant.
What's the ref done?
For what? For what? Oh, do me a favour, man. He wins it clean.
I think Rashford's got a head injury or something like
Okay, fair enough.
that. To be fair, Rice is down too as well. But
No,
I
it's
see
a head injury. But...
Benrahma's about to come on.
Who'd you bring him on for, lads?
Only about 73 minutes too late.
I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised, and I wouldn't suggest this if he takes off. Maybe like he shouldn't take him off, but Arthur maybe goes to a back four and tries to play the same way we did.
I would go to a back four and have a more put four literally what they did against Villa. Put four nails in the middle of the park. That way, Rice can go a little bit deeper.
Honestly, I presume Masuaku's coming off then.
It's such an issue, man. Like honestly, that the way they were picking the ball up in that midfield, and obviously they chucked Juan Mata on and Bruno, and got so much space.
Yeah, Lanzini as well. The one
take off 18.
Last minute wonder kid.
So who else is coming off?
Fornells and
Bowen.
Bowen?
Yeah.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
Why? What's he trying to do? What play? Is he going to kick the same formation then, or?
Yeah, I presume so. It's just like for like change.
I wouldn't have put Manuel Lanzini on the right hand side where Marcus Rashford is. That probably wouldn't have been the best idea. Bowen looks gutted as well because he knows he missed some serious chances.
He had a good game as well, to be fair.
Yeah. Oh, look. 75th minute. DJ called it. I said it. 75th minute we'll make subs and we have.
Hey,
I told you.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I'll win. Yeah, hooray.
What's your prize?
God.
Get to sit and watch this crap.
Hopefully a draw.
Yeah, let's hope so. Come on, boys.
Midfield need... God, come on. They won it well there, Lindelof. Come on, West Ham.
Getting torn apart again.
We are.
Shit. That was close.
God. Is that who I think it is again? Nice Greenwood. This is starting to get on my nerves.
Just let them have too much space to run.
I know we want to get that goal, but we have to sit a bit deeper to stop them from getting through our midfield side easy. It's too easy.
Well, that's the thing, like you say, Corey. I mean, like, the more we move forward, the more gaps we leave behind us, and they're just complete. I mean, people like Greenwood and Rashford are just absolutely powering into those gaps.
Well, and Fernandes is picking up the ball in.
And Fernandes in the pockets, yeah.
Well, Fernandes is the change.
It's not like we had so many clear-cut chances in the first half to be 3 or 4-0 up and kill the game, eh? Thank you, 4-0.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, that's too easy. It's stupid. It's absolutely stupid. Nah, it's stupid, that. Idiots, man. It's just stupidity. Pick and choose. When you're going to press a team and press Man United.
Absolutely.
It's an unbelievable ball from Juan Mata. But if the space is there...
Oh, for fuck's sake!
Stupid. You made an Ole Gunnar Solskjaer run right because you... Oh, do you know what? I'm done with this. It's doing my head in. It's pathetic.
Fucking torn us apart.
It's actually just pathetic.
Fuck's sake.
Idiots. Wouldn't be surprised if they go and win it 4-5-1 now. If you're going to keep playing like that, you might as well just give them another goal. I'll tell you what, lads, by the way, if we play like this against Leeds, they'll tear us apart as well. So
yeah, million percent. More so than we're doing now. And then no doubt it'll be Phillips is better than Rice, and shit like that.
What a ridiculous thing to do. Yeah, DJ told you Matt doesn't need speed. I didn't know Matt was going to get so much space in the middle, to be honest. That's just pathetic, man.
Like he only knows one formation, one tactic. If it doesn't work, fuck it. I mean, we all could see that we needed more people in midfield. So what does he do? He brings on Lanzini and Benrahma.
Keeps it the same.
Lanzini on the wing. Keeps it the same.
Well, look, as well, you're saying that down that...
Honestly, I've said it before and I've said it again. When it works, it's great, but ultimately he is Scotland's answer to Mr. Bean. And this is exactly why I was so wary to confirm to giving him a contract. This golden opportunity, United are there for the taking. Starting Ben Rama instead of Fornells, I guarantee you we go in second half, go in at half time 2-0 up. I guarantee
lovely.
Ben Rama would have done something fucking different.
But it's even now. Look how high we are.
The thing is, we have to play high now.
Yeah, but like, what I don't understand about it, how many times have we sat here, like particularly last season, Moyes sits deep, and we go, come on, Moyes, you've got to move forward. All of a sudden this season, he's like, throw caution to the wind. And you pick and choose. You pick and choose when you do it, not when they've brought on Rashford and Fernandes. It's... Oh, man.
It's been fucking bollocks. But like, that first half, we could have taken them 2-3-0 up at half time if we'd actually gone and, for some reason, we just didn't want to put our foot on the accelerator. We just wanted to just keep the ball, sit back. And now we're paying for it.
Go on, West Ham in the box now. Go on, Ben Rama, make something.
He's trying. Oh,
that would have been some goal to be
very tasty.
It's too late, man. I think it's too late now.
I mean, like Dennis, like you've been saying, it's if you're not part of Dennis's boys, you're not part of Dave's boys, then Moyes' boys, that's the one. Then you're screwed.
I don't know, mate. I don't know what happened. I think Moyes thought he would change the game and not change it to match Manchester United, and they've obviously just... I mean, the Pogba goal, I can take, right? I can take the Pogba goal. Do you know what I mean? It was a breakaway. They're very good. It's what Manchester United do. The second goal and the third goal for me, it's just pressing too high. Particularly the Rashford one is just stupid.
I fucking dare Moyes to make more than one change to the next team starting lineup. I fucking dare him.
I mean, it's the way he's asked them to play. Like, I literally come into this game and I said to you, like, look, this is the game that West Ham need. We'll sit deep, we'll hit them on the counter, we'll frustrate them. That's the game plan. Do you know what I mean? If we get a draw, it's still a good result. And I get, okay, fair enough, we've created chances. But we haven't switched back to that defensive style when we're 1-0 up. Do you know what I mean? Or when we've conceded. We've just kept going. And again, you're getting beat for pace there. Oh,
we've been fucking shambolic, to be fair.
This is tough to watch.
Shit. Oh, my God.
Give Ollie the golden ticket now. There you go. Here you are, Ollie. Fancy a win.
We've just got him a new 3-year deal.
Look, I mean, we can blame Moyes. I think there has to be probably 70% of the blame. But the players missed quite a few chances tonight as well. And I think if we'd scored them chances, and he'll say that in the presser, he'll say, we've missed too many chances, and had we taken them, it would have been a different ball game. Go on, Benny. Oh. Right hand side completely exposed again. Looks like we're playing actually a back four.
Well, that's the thing. Sofal literally sprinting back to cover there.
That's lovely. Ben Rama is really trying in this half, really trying to make something happen. God, I just...
4-1?
No, it's not that. It's just we had a chance. We had a really good chance of getting a result in this game. We just kiboshed it completely.
Come on, Rice. Belt it, son.
I'll tell you what, if they're thinking from shooting from here, I don't think we're going to get a goal.
Might as well at this stage.
Yeah, I know, but it just annoys me. I don't know.
Lanzini, mate.
Look how far out it is.
You know what I love is that you go on Twitter, they will still blame Haller for this.
he's played well. He's put a shift in, but
I think he played well today.
But he
It's
missed
just
that
a-
chance, even though other players missed bigger chances. But yeah, blame Haller.
I think Bowen, the Bowen chance for me is the worst one. But possibly Fornals, but the Bowen one where he could have just slid it in, still taken Soufal off for some reason. Put on Johnson.
Ben.
Go on. Oh! Not quite the same, Lanzini.
Imagine the scenes if he did that again. Would have been ridiculous.
Moisey's got to take blame in this, I think.
No, but he won't though, because it's never his fault. It's never David Moyes' fault. It's always
I'm interested.
something else.
I'm interested to
The
see
wind, the grass, the fans.
I'm interested to see what the fans, what the common consensus is, whether it's missed chances or whether it's Moisey. It's a bit of both, of course it is. But
he would turn around and say, "Well, we didn't take our chances, and if we had Mickey Antonio, we'd have won. That's why I start him ahead of Haller." Where the reality is it's his insistence on playing Fornell's left wing, who is a number 10, and the chances he and Bowen and Haller collectively have missed. Yes, Haller missed one, but Haller has also set up a couple of chances that have been missed. The tactical ineptitude of just going with the same tactic over and over and wondering, oh my God, Ollie's watched us play and he knows how to stop us by bringing on Fernandes. Who could have predicted this?
Yeah, who could have predicted changing your team gets results?
Who could have predicted that a team could do homework and say West Ham have lined up the exact same way for the last 8 games? I wonder how they're going to line up tonight.
It's just piss poor. Like, to throw it away, 3 goals in this half is just so shite. And also, if he mentions the Antonio thing as well in his press conference, I'll be like, well, why the hell is he not in the squad in the first place, Moyes? Oh yeah, it's because you rushed him back. And now his hamstring's gone again. It's just common sense, you know? He just doesn't seem to have it. Hashtag Moyes out.
Stop moaning about Moyes.
He's a football genius who can only play. It's not his fault that Man United did their homework on us. It's not his fault that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer made a substitution. It's not his fault that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer exploited massive gaps in our midfield that he created. It's not his fault he didn't make any substitutions in time. It's not his fault that he rushed Antonio back. It's not his fault that he's a yes man for the board.
I feel like you're a broken man. You're a broken man.
The answer to Mr. Moyes. I don't know why you're blaming him.
Someone go check with Dennis.
Not a Moyes believer. That's what it is. You need to believe more.
Turn him off and turn him back on again.
Jeremy Corbyn, you basically summed up, It's not his fault. It's not Mayor Quimby's fault the stadium fell down.
Mayor Quimby. That's good. I like that.
Equally, I could go on a bigger rant about the board as I could David Moyes, but, paper thin squad and whatnot. Loaning out players that could have...
Wait, hold on, Dennis. You say that the owners may be at fault for this. I think you're over exaggerating.
I think you're delusional.
I think you're being a bit delusional now.
It's like, you know what it is? Again, another Simpsons moment. It's that bit, Charles, where Bart does his sad story for the news about the ducks, and Mr. Burns goes to Smithers. Do you think maybe my nuclear power plant killed them? Like David Sullivan is at home going, do you think my lack of investment in the team has caused boys to not make substitutions? And David Gold just goes, there's no maybe about it, sir. Excellent. That is what's going on at Sullivan's mansion right now. Or he's on the phone. He's on the phone to 2014 Chelsea, still trying to get Lukaku on loan.
Go on.
Ben Rama with some mad skills there.
Yeah, I've seen that.
If,
I don't know.
If only we had started him.
No, I mean, I think it's less so that. I just think it's the. Don't get me wrong, he's our most creative player. Go on, son. He's been fantastic since he's come on. I'm not sure what he has to do now to warrant a start, if I'm honest. But Ben Johnson.
The thing is, it's no good making your first subs when you're 2-1 down, having led 1-0.
It's not his fault.
Moyes, in this sense, his inability to understand that Man United are going to bring on Rashford and Bruno and that they can hurt us. He should have sat a bit deeper. We were 1-0 up. We had the advantage. There was no need to go and chase the game and get a second. If we got it, fine. If we didn't, we'll sit back and we'll soak it up. The fact he's chasing it at 2-0, it's just reckless, mate. I don't understand what he thought he was going to do. You said, look at how good, like we said, Marcus Rashford's unbelievable on the counter. And he, like he's shown, unbelievable.
Are you saying, Corey, that, bearing in mind, I'm just going to be saying no disrespect, but as someone who has never coached a football team, to the best of my knowledge, you could have, I don't know. Have you coached a professional football team before, or maybe Bournemouth ladies under 11s, or anything? No,
Football Manager.
You could see that. Are you telling me that you could see that, even though you've never coached anything ever before in your life, and you could see that? Wow, David's got some things to answer to. I mean, if someone who's never coached before, like you and I mean, my experience, admittedly, I won the treble twice with Mines on Football Manager.
That's still impressive, man. Don't play it down.
Yeah, I mean, I've managed that, and I managed at university.
Completed it, mate.
I managed Catherine House football team to defeats against Asprey House. We played our halls of residence played another halls of residence. I had a broken foot, so I put a suit on and said that I was the manager because I had a broken foot.
You're on the sideline, he shouted at him.
Basically, I just had a couple of cans of beer and I just did my best Brian Clough impression.
Oh, lovely, Ben Rama. Go on.
Funny enough, that's David Moyes' strategy too.
Lovely.
No, he doesn't impersonate. He doesn't impersonate Brian Clough.
But he has the tinnies, though, I reckon.
He just reenacts Ewan McGregor in Train Spotting. Scottish with the lowest of the low.
Oh, God, man.
But you can say Mel Gibson and Braveheart.
Oh, no. This game is done, man. This game is absolutely done.
Oh, yeah. It was done as soon as the third goal.
The minute they got their third goal, we'll just sit back a little bit here, lads. Let Rashford take it on the counter. It suits them down to the ground, honestly.
They've played us.
Look at the space. Look at the space. It's ridiculous.
Is it 4-1?
No, I'm just sick and tired of the space on that left-hand side.
In space, no one can hear you scream, Corey, so don't bother shouting. It's fine.
Oh, God, honestly.
In space, you can't hear Corey scream. Oh, my God. Sorry,
what
I just
annoys
realised
me,
we lost the shit.
He brings on, Lanzini. Oh, let's get a really hard-working, winger to cover for Soufal, except that doesn't work. It's like, what are you doing? Listen, at the end of the day... Oh, look, here we go again, down the left-hand side. He picks it up.
Oh, fuck's sake.
Listen, if we try and put some sort of context, it's just one game we have lost. We've done really well so far this season. I'm sure we'll try and adjust for Leeds, but play like that against Leeds.
It's what I've said. It's what I've said on the on the fans' voice. Is that dithering Dave, through his tactical ineptitude, will cost us points. End of the season, we could be looking back at games like this and think, it's similar to last season with Pellegrini, like one of his last games against Arsenal. We won a lot, and they were there for the taking. We somehow lost 3-1. That's exactly how I'm feeling with this. As this is going to be a game we're going to look back on as hopefully not, but a turning point, or one where we look back and think, "Fuck! If only we had held on." Or if only we had done that.
My God! It's just getting pathetic. It's really pathetic.
Fuck's sake! How have you not done better there?
It's just pathetic, mate. Honestly, it's genuinely.
I don't know how Greenwood hasn't done better there.
thought we would have finished that.
Maybe he thought he was offside, but
I mean, as much as we could have been 3-0 up at first half. United could be 5 or 6-1 up.
Oh, easily. We've made it easy for them. That's the problem I've got. We've made it easy for them. Oh, good shot, Ben Rama. And again, bringing on Ben Rama with 75 minutes isn't going to change the game. So, albeit I'm not sure he quite planned to be 3-1 down.
No. Moyes doesn't plan to lose because he's a winner. He planned to be 100 and up in the 75th minute.
It's what I do. I'll win.
Oh God!
He planned on being the.
I'm just going to pretend this game never happened because it's actually getting under my skin so bad.
Suits me, mate.
This is the most we've conceded this season, isn't it? Other than Everton in the cup, 3 goals in the apart from Spurs.
Yeah, it's a joint with Spurs.
And how well did it work pressing Spurs? 3-0 down at half time. It's just like
Moyes only knows one thing. That is 12 pace finishes at best with a striker that scores 10 goals a season that's actually a winger.
How do you lose to Ole Gunnar Solskjaer? Oh, God's sake. I mean, we're actually playing a decent manager next week in Bielsa. So, I mean, it worries me. I think, look, we'll be all right. We'll be all right 100%. But it is a little bit, it is frustrating. And I just feel like that management that Moyes needed to do when United scored, and it was evident that was their game plan, he needed to change it and adjust it, okay? The Pogba goal, I think we can all agree is a fantastic goal. We've pressed, it's not gone our way, fair enough. But when you're talking about, the Greenwood goal, maybe, again, it comes from the same side. The Rashford goal, definitely, 100%. It's disappointing. The ability not to recognise that is what it's cost us a draw, in my opinion. And we didn't take our chances either. You've got to look at the players as well and say they didn't take their chances, so... Gutted. Absolutely gutted, lads.
Moyes having to go at the ref for some unknown reason.
And that was probably out of it as well. He was... hang on. Still banging around.
Moyes about to knock out one of the referees.
Yeah, but he can sit there and blame the ref all he wants. Unfortunately, I feel like... maybe that ball did go out. Do you know what I mean? I would not be surprised if it went out.
We still concede those 2 other goals, Dave.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, 1-0?
Oh, God, sorry.
Oh, yeah, we'll take that.
Thank God. What a point.
I'll take that.
Yeah, very happy with that.
Great
Don't give us hope, Corey.
Oh, I'm really annoyed. Got to try and be rational for my post-match reaction. This is going to be quite hard. I'm not too,
I could do it for you for one, but I might use a lot of 4-letter words.
Listen, at the end of the day, right, losing to Man United isn't the be-all and end-all. Of course it isn't. It's just a manner. And let's be real here, by the way. For a good, let's say, 60 minutes until they scored their first goal, we were the best side. Easily. They didn't, do you know what I mean? It wasn't even like United were picking the ball up and they were hurting us. United, even when they went 3-0, 3-1 up, they weren't hurting us in the midfield. It was just, we made it easy for them to pick the ball up and find that pass and that man in behind. And that's what... If we'd gone 1-0, we should have just let's be defensive, let's keep the shape, let's keep it tight for 10 minutes. And then if we get something from a set piece, fine, fair enough. But let's be real, we didn't create too many overplay chances. The only reason we got our goal was from a set piece. So, I don't know. We'll move on and we'll try and we'll try and look forward to that Leeds game and not make the same mistakes. Don't make the same mistakes against them lot because Bielsa will punish us 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, look how deflated it all is. Oh, God. Any other thoughts, lads?
Just a little bit depressed, there's so much West Ham positivity recently, and for this, it just, like you say, it's just a bit of a downer. I mean, on an otherwise pretty decent season so far. So, well, probably our worst. Well, certainly one of our worst performances this season, but yeah, we've just got to. I mean, like you say, those mistakes will be magnified if we play Leeds and we play like that. They'll absolutely tear us apart.
I mean, the way I see it, mate, is that we've got 3 scrappy wins that could have gone another way. Fulham score that penalty. McBurney doesn't hit the crossbar and buries it. And Sheffield United had quite a few chances. And VAR/Watkins' decision to smash it against the bar. And we get 2 points, maybe one out of those 3 games. We've gotten quite lucky in those 3 performances and we've won. And it's good because of games like this. I think we've been hiding behind those lucky performances. And I think if we had drawn against Fulham, lost to Sheffield United and lost to Villa, and lost now, we'd be, like as I said on Bill West's show in the week, we would now be looking over our shoulder. It's good that we did pick up those 9 points, but it's just we need this was the reality check. Hopefully, is a reality check for quite a lot of fans.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean,
it's a manner.
We're not playing well enough to be in European contention. I know it's great that we were 5th and for 45 minutes we were 3rd, but fuck me, we, again, as I said, to reiterate, last 3 games could have gone very differently, and we've played very well against Wolves, Leicester City and Liverpool, but since then our performances have dropped.
That's the thing. 3 of the last 4 games, we've not been great.
I'd like to think that that's a bit of a wake-up call, but Moyes will hide behind the fact that the ball went out of play for the Pogba goal and say that changed it, and also that we should have taken our chances and go, well, we're creating the chances, another day we bury them, do the same thing next weekend, and Leeds turn us out 3-0.
Leeds,
and then suddenly we're going into, I think it's Palace after that, who also aren't doing that well, and suddenly that becomes a bit of a 6-pointer, not in a relegation sense, but in a sense of where does your season go? Because whoever wins that game suddenly gets a bounce. We go back on track for mid-table. Palace to go a little bit further up the table away from the relegation zone. The loser suddenly is crap. So I think if we don't change them against Leeds, we're going to get turned out, and then suddenly Palace becomes a huge game. And we haven't done that well against Palace in recent years, if I'm being honest.
Well, Supersonic Mark, our good friend of the fans' voice, says should have been outside before. Agree, mate. And I think
100%.
Let's look at it. Let's look at it because this Premier League season's so open, and we all know how it is. Game by game. And the reality is, in the grand scheme of things, West Ham we've done fantastic this season, but those 20 minutes has to be a lesson to Moyes in future. If we are in the ascendancy, yes, of course, the players are to blame for not taking their chances. We can't get away with that. That is. I thought Bowen should have scored. I thought Now's had a chance with the header as well. Allaire, obviously, but we just can't keep chasing games at times like that. Against teams that can hurt us. And I promise you, if we play like that, like we did in that second half against Leeds, they'll tear us apart on the counter. They're built for that. That's their whole game. So I hope Moyes tactically makes a bit of an adjustment if we are 1-0 up, not to completely sit back, but certainly not to go gung-ho and try and get the second, because like United can pick us off, and I'm sure other teams can as well.
Yeah, you might want, you can want David Moyes to make a tactical change at 1-0. I want many things. many things, mate. And
vague statement.
Yeah, you could want anything.
Yeah, I want David Moyes to make tactical choices. Yeah, I want Sebastian Haller to get a bit more praise on Twitter. Okay, that one can happen. I want to be able to talk on this channel and not suddenly see my face appear really largely on the screen.
It's never going to happen.
It's not going to happen.
You know the score. Oh,
yeah, I mean, it's just fucking frustrating. But Corey, I'm interested. Leeds are your second team now, aren't they?
Oh God, I hate. Look, I mean, this comes up every. I think because I am over there so much.
To be fair, you have a good insight into it because it's.
I've always liked Leeds. I went to university when I went to university yesterday, and for some reason there was just dozens of people from Leeds and Derby in my year. So there was just so many Leeds United and Derby fans. It was insane. So yeah.
I like Leeds. Obviously, I speak to the boys. I speak to the boys over there. My problem is particularly next week, like I've said, if we play like we did in that 20 minutes in that second half when we Man United, where we opened up completely, Leeds will absolutely target it. And we're talking like I said like Tellez and Wan-Bissaka will get forward. Leeds go beyond that, create overlaps, will pick us off. That's what worries me. I've watched so much of Leeds this season that if we sit off Leeds, we'll frustrate them. We'll make it really difficult for them and we can nick a set piece or on a counter. If we play like that again, I think if we look at Aston Villa, Leeds won 3-0 against Aston Villa. No surprise with a higher press that they just completely and utterly exploited them. And you worry, particularly with Calvin Phillips back for Leeds as well in that holding midfield role. In terms of the counter, it's going to be difficult. United really weren't that great in that holding midfield role. Didn't think McTominay put himself around a lot. Didn't win a lot of ball. Phillips will win a lot of ball, and that's going to be so frustrating if we go and press, lose it, and they transition. They'll transition much quicker than Man United. I promise you that. And I'm gutted because I feel like this is a missed. It's a missed game. We were on top. We really were.
We'll look back at this at the end of the season and say, "Oh, if only we had held on." We've had so many of these every season. You have one or two of them games at West Ham. If only we had held on to that.
Yeah, this is it.
Brighton at home and Arsenal at home last season were the two for me. One under Moyes, one under Pellegrini, where it was like we were in total control. And I don't know how we lost or drew through just complete shithousery.
Because Issa Diop turned into a clown, that's why.
No, and then for the Arsenal game,
that was a pure mistake.
We just decided to stand off people, and I think Martinelli just had a fucking worldie of a game when he came off the bench. I mean, in the end of the day, if you turn around and say, "Well, you lost 3-1 to Man United,"
of course.
But when you watch the game and you see the chances we had, and the fact that at half time we all Charles, you're a bit of a late comer on half time, but we could all tell what was needed. And Charles, when you came on, you said exactly what was needed. We sitting in Bournemouth, Watford, and wherever the bloody hell you are, Charles. Is it High Wycombe, Manchester, Munich?
Give us the
High Wycombe. I'm nowhere near High Wycombe, but
give us the location.
I appreciate the attempt at least.
But no, my point is wherever you are. Like, you're not in the London Stadium. You're not there, but you can see it. We can see it. But this man, Scotland's answer to Mr. Bean, who everyone is clamouring, "Oh, give him a contract. He's turned us around." Oh. Last 3 games have been luck. We've done okay.
Well,
we had a good run. He relied on Antonio's form. Now he doesn't have Antonio for his own stupid decisions. Okay, he has created this mess.
I don't know.
Yeah, and that's the thing. That's the thing with the
over-reliance on and I love Mickey, but he does have an injury in him, and the over-reliance on him. Okay, but then ultimately,
everyone knows it.
It comes back to recruitment and the board, because if David Moyes gets the players he wants, if he gets Josh King. If he gets a better centre back than Craig Dawson in, problem solved. If we don't sell Josh Cullen, we have another option in centre mid. If we get Lundstrom in January, problem solved. But
I mean, I think what annoys me is the fact that also this week we've seen reports of the board are prepared to get a long-term deal to Moyes. I'm like, why now? It's only 10, 11 games in. Seriously, wait. You don't have to do anything right now.
People were talking about this before the Liverpool game when I was down in Margate, and I told you that we need to be looking at this in January, February, because sticky runs like this are going to happen. We lost tonight. We lose to Leeds, and let's say we don't get a result. Let's say we draw or lose to Palace. Suddenly, this season has a whole new complexion. Suddenly, we could have done better. We could have done better, but we didn't. We didn't. And why didn't we? Then suddenly you have to look back. I mean, yeah, of course, Bill has a point there. But ultimately, Bill, we could have, Moyes could have made a proactive change, seeing that Fornells was not having a good game and brought on Ben Rama at half-time. When Ben Rama came on, he created a little bit. It was too little too late, but he did create. But as I was saying, this season has another complexion where we look back at games like this one and say, "Oh, what could we have done? How could it have changed?" And suddenly, the Moyes suddenly you have to analyze where we went wrong. And I'm willing to bet that it's going to be one or two things: recruitment, Moyes' substitutions / starting lineups.
What I will say, there's definitely substance in this long term, 100%. You know, we've always said over these past few weeks there are certain acid tests for Moyes to pass before we start to feel that he could be a man that we've renewed a contract on. I think, and to be fair to Bill, and this is what I think as well, I think we played well for 60 minutes. It was just that little bit of management that we needed when Manchester United changed it up that was disappointing. And I do feel that Moyes does have a habit of not changing quick enough. In fairness to him, he changed against Aston Villa. He changed the game for us. That's fine. Again, like Bill also says, the missed chances killed us. But having said that, if we scored those missed chances, say it was 2-0 up, and we still played that way, we would still concede because we'd still be playing too high up and we'd still be pressed.
On another day, Man United scored 5 or 6 goals tonight.
100%. That's why I was so frustrated, because you could see it on the pitch. It was obvious.
Had a little bit more. If Greenwood's a little bit more experienced, if he had a little bit more of that nous, the sort of nous that Martial or Cavani would have had, those chances get buried. What saved our blushes, in my opinion, was inexperience on the part of Greenwood, and there's no disrespect to the kid. He's just going to learn that, you know.
Yeah, do you know what? It just annoys me. It just annoys me for the fact we played into United's hands in those couple of minutes, and the one thing about Man United, like we said before, fantastic on the counter. We can talk about their team breaking them down and their ability to do it. But if you give Rashford, and it wasn't even just Rashford, it was the likes of Mata and Bruno, had so much time in the middle of the park. You just don't give it to those type of players. And I feel like a loss at the end of the day to Man United is not a big deal. You know, possibly we come back, we beat Leeds 1-0, we play a defensive block, and all of a sudden it's we feel a bit better about things, but I know you hate him.
We're going to lose the Leeds. I'm saying we got to beat Crystal Palace in order to keep that divide in the table.
Well, look, I personally think, look, we take it game by game as far as we can see, and I think West Ham have come a long way so far this season. The system, the players, we're working better, right? He has to learn from this, David Moyes, and against Leeds. If he doesn't learn from this against Leeds, then there are serious questions. But he
won't.
I know you think he won't, but I've got to give him a chance, man. I've got to be.
He hasn't learned since the first day he walked in at West Ham United. In my opinion.
Like him?
No. Look. The concerns I have with David Moyes is purely over what happens when you need a change. When it works, it works. When it doesn't work, it really, really does not work. But he's too stubborn, or at best stubborn, at worst inept, tactically inept. Which is why I compare him to Mr. Bean. He either can't see there's a problem, or he sees the problem and just wants to persevere because he has to be right.
I feel like I agree with Bill there as well. Like, start the season, especially after that Newcastle game. I mean, that was just abysmal and it was shocking.
It was terrible.
No way I would have thought that we'd have this many points after that game. But that isn't to say that there isn't systemic and sort of underlying issues at hand that we need to sort out, and we do need to be on top of them, and we do need to be DSD
they're not
out.
nipped in the bud.
Yeah, I completely agree. And that's why we need to stay
long term. This
out.
could be a big problem for us, and we could be suddenly. And I'm not talking relegation, but what I'm saying is to play the board's fucking game. To play the board's fucking game. One of the arguments that, again, bearing in mind when I say X says X gets his sources, they tell him this. This is not a knock on X, because I made a comment before and someone goes, "Oh, Dennis was knocking X." I'm not knocking X. What I'm saying is I'm regurgitating what he reports. So he reported that one of the excuses the board were getting out was that, we budgeted for a top 10 finish, but we finished 16th. So we look back at these decisions, and the difference between the type of budget we have if we finish 7th compared to if we finish 11th will have a long-term knock-on effect on this team.
Dennis, I completely agree with that. I completely agree.
So 7th now looks great, but with what we saw tonight and what we've seen over the last few games, we've had our luck, all our season's luck, we have had in the last 3 games. I'd say season's worth of luck. 2 missed penalties, a very, very, very controversial VAR decision, a sitter hit against the post, and a couple of sitters just scuffed and the keeper collects it. West Ham historically get that over the course of a season. We've had that in 3 games in a row.
I know, I agree, but also I feel like, just based off, I honestly thought we were getting relegated this season. So far, we've done all right. But this is why the pressure needs to be kept on the board, because unless they leave and unless something changes, then, what's going to happen? nothing. We're just going to be stuck in this, psychotic loop of, insanity.
Yeah, true. But I mean, to be fair, like, I just feel like it comes down to a little bit of Moyes' tactics and the players in this game.
Definitely.
I'm banging with the board, like long term. Again, like we've spoke about, if they don't give Moyes extra options off the bench, I mean, let's say Lanzini comes on today and he's playing on the right hand side, and then he's coming central and then he's leaving space. If we've got a real hard working winger there that's supporting Soufal, maybe it is only just 2-1, and maybe West Ham try and get back into the game. He has to be backed 100%. But I'm trying to look at it just from a point of I hope this type of thing's a one-off. Do you know what I mean? I hope we don't see too much of this, because if we see more of this, if we see this next week, then I'm going to be seriously going, hang on a minute, like we can't continue to try and play a certain way against certain teams. So yeah, it's frustrating, but long term, look, we're still 7th, and we never would have thought we would have been here, particularly after that Newcastle game where we were just dread. I thought we were going to get relegated, to be honest. I thought we were bang on to get relegated. Same. So yeah, frustrating, lads, frustrating.
Tough night.
No, we still might. You never know.
Oh, come on, man. Look, we're all right. We'll be all right. We'll be all right.
No, we will be all right. But my issue is these type of performances are going to be the difference between us having a very good season and us having an above average season.
Well, what I will say is that it's good that we've had this loss now, because I think it keeps the sort of delusional part of the fan base.
The timing, but I think what it is, Charles, it's good that we're this fucking annoyed about losing 3-1 to Manchester United.
Oh, well, yeah, also I think our fan base is getting carried away and saying like, oh, this team's going to take it to the next level, and this ownership and this manager, it's like, we need to put the foot on the brake.
Any fan saying that this ownership taking us to the next level need looking at. They need real. No, so not look at. They need to look at them. Take a look at their views. Like,
this is the thing. When we talk about the success on the pitch or the upturn in form, it's got nothing to do with them. They've made it as hard for David Moyes to get the players in that he wants as possible. The fact David Moyes has done this well to this point is credit to him and the players.
How quite clearly pissed off the entire team was about the whole Ghana situation. Like, if you remember how quite clearly every player was fuming, and Mark Noble put that tweet out about how he was sold. That dressing room was definitely fractured those first couple of games,
Yeah, I mean that didn't help particularly going into that Newcastle game. I just want to pull up something, lads, because I've seen this on social media. It's of the first goal for Manchester United. Wait till you see this. I'm sure your reaction will be golden. This is something that VAR didn't even, an angle that they didn't even use. Let's have a look. Here we go. That is where the ball was. Now, again, we could see it with our eyes, and it was something that the VAR or the ref. And what's interesting, I think we spoke as well about a Maguire tackle. A couple of instances in that game, the referees didn't check the monitor, or they didn't listen, or they didn't look. For me, that I would have been checking that or getting a second opinion on it. The fact they didn't is suspect, and that happens with United a lot, by the way. United get a lot of VAR decisions that the referees don't check again. And I'm not blaming that, because I think United, let's be honest, with that sort of 20 minutes, 30 minutes, deserve to win the game 100%. But little things like that are frustrating.
Yeah.
It is, and the thing is that wasn't even used as an option when VAR checked it. That angle wasn't shown to us, and that technology. I don't know whether it's part of VAR or not, but either way, we needed a clearer look at it, and we didn't really get it, and so obviously they couldn't rule the goal out, which is annoying because it's quite clearly out.
Yeah, but I don't think it would have changed the game, if I'm honest.
No, one thing I will say is that I agree with DJ about Bowen. He does need to look up more. There were so many times where I was just literally like screaming, like, he's free, set him off, and he just pass it back and choose a safe option. Like, normally he's pretty decent with that stuff, but he did that a lot today and sort of frustrated me a bit with him.
For me, the sit was the worst one. His chance from Soufal, I just felt like that should have been in. I'm sorry, I just think he should have finished that. And if we had, again, I don't know, man. I don't know, the way we were playing, we probably would have conceded at some point, but I don't know. It's annoying. I've got to try and do this match reaction without being too angry. Because, I mean, in fairness, we're still 7th. We've still had a good season so far. If we beat Leeds, we probably just put it down to the odd game. But
I've still got my European tour sorted.
I just love it. I just remember last week, just Dennis go, West Ham in Europa. And we were all like, yeah, we are. And then we're like, no, we're not.
You are where I was taking the piss. Right?
Yeah.
Really?
You sure? It was quite convincing.
Yeah, it seemed very convincing. That's why I bought my plane tickets, mate. Based on your reaction.
Even though we haven't had the draw yet.
I bought the Europa League badge to iron on my West Ham.
I put it all, mate. I put all Europe. It's all sorted.
All of you, so basically Astragugu, and that's it.
Astragugu away, mate.
Stadium, mate.
It's gonna be lively. Can I send it there, lads? Because I've just got the ump now. To be honest, I can't recover from this. Thank everyone for watching on the replays live. All 16 of you so far. Make sure you like if you haven't liked, because it does help, and subscribe if you're new. Thanks to Dennis and Charles. I know it was massively disappointing, but it's always a pleasure speaking to you guys.
And always remember GSBL.
Absolutely.
Thanks, Dennis. Last thoughts, Charles? You're just hungry, mate, aren't you?
And I'm hungry. I'm hungry too, yeah.
You're just hungry. You want to get back to that curry, mate. Right, let's end it. Listen, we'll move on from this game to get the post-match reaction very, very shortly. Of course, you move on to Leeds, so I'm going to be doing predicted 11, score predictions, game changes as always, and then we'll be back on Friday night, lads, and it will be quite a busy one for all of us, to be fair. We've got the Friday night, then Wednesday with Crystal Palace, then Chelsea the following week, so there'll be plenty of content coming over the next couple of weeks. So take care, everyone. Don't think about it too much. Let it go, and I'll speak very, very shortly.